Hello, everybody, and welcome to Crit and Fumble. It's me, Russ Morland, also known as Lurk Loves You on the Discord. And it's my first campaign for Crit and Fumble. And I'm nervous, but I didn't do my nervous poop yet.
Oh, okay.
BRB. Well,
and now we're all nervous.
When's in the little dungeon?
Yeah, when's it going to drop?
Thursday. Season 2 coming soon.
Yeah.
They always drop on Thursday. Well, not always.
Yeah, so we're doing we're doing my little campaign, and I'm really excited. It's called An Unfortunate Use of Magic. And this is session 0, where we're going to get to meet each other's characters, and we're using Daggerheart, so we're going to be kind of going over how Daggerheart works. I'm excited for the system. I'm a big fan, and I'm hoping you guys become a fan too.
Yeah, I spent the whole week reading the manual, the player handbook, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
The core rule book. It's great. I'm actually super into it. It's got elements of other RPGs that I really have enjoyed playing, so
right.
I'm already a partial fan. But
I'm into the artwork. The artwork's amazing in the book.
Yeah, it's
very
so good.
Dwayne and I schemed, and we were like, you know what would be really helpful for the audience is if we actually knew nothing about it, so that we could really learn with the listeners.
Cool. Somebody lost my character.
Dwayne, stop looking at me.
Had to do it all over again.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. That's all good.
I'll probably find it at home later. The dog ate it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, did we want to talk about? We've got one sponsor that we can talk about right off the bat. We've got.
We should give a quick shout out. Does anybody have one handy? But we should. I think we've got official.
We've got 2 official.
2 official. Well, I mean, we got Dwayne at the table. We got co-work, and we got sticker
I've
apps. So
Dwayne. I did Dwayne's last. I did Dwayne all
I guess
last
I'm a player, so
campaign. So I'm going to do Gavin this campaign.
Okay.
Sorry.
I don't have anything prepped for Dwayne, so
I can go
I'll do
ahead
his
and
after
do mine.
break.
I was going to say, yeah. Tired of casting productivity spells in your dimly lit cave? Venture forth to Cowork, the enchanted stronghold of remote workers, scribes, and tinkering inventors, also those who dare to freelance. This seaside guild hall offers spell-fast Wi-Fi, enchanted bean brew coffee, flexible scroll writing desks, and private chambers for sacred Zoom rituals. There are even whisper quiet nooks for deep focus or dramatic internal monologues. But beware the front desk, guarded by Kate the Gatekeeper, a cunning goblin, or perhaps just a very capable woman with a calendar and zero tolerance for your nonsense. She decides who may enter and who must wander the wilds of home office despair. Need a quiet spot to draft your next manifesto, hatch a scheme, or simply not be interrupted by your pet owl? This is your quest. Claim your free chat today, if you dare. Scry more at coworknanaimo.ca.
All right.
What's that word again? Scry.
Scry.
So much scry.
Only changes inputcowork.com.
Oh, darn!
Oh.
Do it again.
Campaign ruined. Campaign ruined. It's over.
So sorry.
And I was grandfathered in. I didn't have to go through the gatekeeper.
No, Dwayne's pre-Kate.
You've got a grandfather in?
Pre-Kate? Your grandfather?
PC?
Let's do a sticker app.
All right. Good idea.
Yeah. Got
It's 1920 PC.
All right, we've lost Dwayne, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Got a design that's so good you just have to turn it into a sticker? Or maybe the kind of person who wants to slap your logo on everything. Your sword, your shield, your spellbook. Well, Sticker App has got you covered. With Sticker App, you can create custom stickers in every finish imaginable. Glossy, matte, holographic, you name it. Their super easy to use editor lets you upload your designs and tweak it in minutes. Need a little extra sparkle? No problem. With glitter or holographic finishes, your sticker will shine brighter than a bard's charm. So, what are you waiting for? Head over to stickerapp.com, use code CRITFUM20 for 20% off, and start slapping your design on everything. Just don't put one on your dragon. They might get a little too attached.
Wow. We have sponsors. It's great.
Yeah,
I love
we
that.
do. Thank you,
So good.
sponsors.
Yeah. So once we just cue up some music here, we will
I'm trying to find wave music on Bardify. I don't see it, so I'm just going to search YouTube.
Ocean.
We can just do it.
Splish Splash.
Ocean D&D music.
Are we
is
not going
coming
to do
in.
our music? Do, adventurer.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh,
Don't we have one of those too?
Hold on, let's see if this is going to work when we start.
Oh.
How's that?
Oh, there's a bar.
It's a creaking
bard
boat.
sitting on the
Yeah.
beach.
Oh, I got some seagulls.
No, that works.
Okay, cool. We're coming back to that. Okay, hold on for a dramatic pause, and then we'll see you on the other side.
Adventurers, grab your weapons. But first, kiss your kin. The wilds call, a timeless brawl. Now we roll for initiative. Good and evil fighting for the win. Crit and fumble, critical hit or just a fucking fumble. Cast thine eye on the rolling die. Legends rise on its battle cry. To rumble, crit and fumble, critical hit or just another fumble. War is waged on the table stage. Untold sagas of an ancient age. Crit and fumble.
Well, we are back.
Hey, we're back.
We're definitely back.
We are so back.
I'm going to cue up that
Where's
music
my
like a-
shoe?
And I remember to turn down the volume this time. You're welcome.
And I get to use my lovely B dice for this
Why
campaign.
did you say, where's my shoe?
Where's my I lost it on the break.
Where is my shoe?
Where is?
No?
Can
Okay.
you lose a shoe if you never truly
my
had it
foot.
in the first
Are
place?
you guys ready? Do you want to delve into this world?
I am so ready.
Well, fuck yeah, bud.
Let's go.
Okay.
Head first.
Let's go. The rocking of the ship makes you nod off again. Hangovers are never a friend. You feel weak and discombobulated. The ocean, water cold, and relentlessly it sprays up the side of the hull. It mists onto the deck and onto you. To and fro. With each new wave you nod off further, you almost feel yourself being engulfed by the waves. They feel like a better friend than a bottle of booze ever could. To and fro. Your mind wanders and starts to take inventory of the previous night. The hearty knockers, a place where a person could have the best or worst of times. And your unusual new friend Frankie, who is the sole reason you and a few more new faces are on this boat. You start to recollect your thoughts as the glimpses of the night before come flooding in like a well-timed theater production. So, Gavin, I'd like you to introduce your character, please.
Yeah, I am playing Lark, who is a young, I imagine him to be sort of like an older teen. Let's call him 19. I know Fawns, which is his ancestry or race in this game, live much longer. But, you know, mechanically, let's consider him an older teenager. So he's a Fawn druid. I kind of picture him almost like a satyr. And comes from a what is called the Wanderborn background, his community. So doesn't really have like any fixed address. He's NFA, yeah, he's kind of a ragtag guy, a little bit lanky. You know, he's not like skinny, but he's not super fit or anything. You can tell he's poor. Like the stuff he has is like secondhand or crafted himself or maybe stolen. Has a bit of an attitude on him. Kind of a light mop of hair under I didn't want to call it like a possum hat, but you know, like those like old hats that are like the, you know, people make the out of like animal hides, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's got like an animal hide hat.
Like a trapper hat?
Yeah, like a trapper hat almost.
Davy
yeah.
Crockett?
Yeah.
Yeah, but more like cool fantasy.
Cool, I can see him.
Yeah.
I can vision him.
That's Lark. He doesn't actually have a last name. His family's too cheap for last names.
That's totally fair. And you found yourself, as you were on this boat reminiscing about the night before, you find yourself, your mind goes back and you're almost there again. You're in the Hearty Knockers. It's a small, rambunctious tavern, warm and about as local as it gets. The walls are mustard yellow, the stools rickety and the stone floors sticky with years of blood, booze, and sometimes piss.
Nice.
It's got a charm that can't be replicated. A natural swagger. You've been drinking here for the last few hours as Heather Gotry, a wonderfully enigmatic dwarven woman, leans in and says, "You can really knock those back." And she passes you yet another tankard. She is the owner of the tavern, and she feels very proud about this. What are you doing?
Lark is sitting way back in his seat. You know, he probably almost has his feet aren't on the table. He's not that cocky. He's definitely cocky, but not that cocky. Maybe they're on the chair next to him. And he takes the next drink. He's like, I'll tell you what, I sure can't handle these drinks. It's something my family's known for is putting the old meat or two back. He slides the one across the table towards her, gives her a wink. You keep them coming, and you know I'm good for it. And takes another sip. And as he's drinking it, he's actively trying to not vomit in this moment. He's like drinking it, but it's like his eyes are starting to go green from like the and he's like he's got the cup to his lips, but he's watching her, hoping that she'll like turn away so he can stop drinking it.
Give me a just a DC 5 presence roll.
All right, so this is my first roll.
First rolls. And you roll two D12s for this.
Yeah, this is called the duality dice.
Yes.
So I'm going to roll those, add them up. Oh, I got a crit. My first crit.
Nice.
Amazing.
Wow.
So a crit is when you get matching numbers,
Matching
right?
numbers,
So
that's
I got 2 and a 2.
And give yourself a hope.
And I gain some hope. That's
And
exciting.
everybody should start with 2 hope, correct?
Oh, yeah.
I believe so,
hope.
yeah.
Nice.
And I start with 5 fear, because there's 5 people at the table.
Dun, dun,
Oh.
dun.
So I have 3 hope, and I pull it off. I hope so. Anyway, it sounds like it.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely she has no idea that you're like faking it till you make it right
Nice.
now. Essentially,
Hell yeah.
she's
He's a good liar.
yeah. So yeah, you spend some time there drinking for maybe like you drink for another 30 minutes.
Oh boy,
When,
he's really sipping that.
yeah, and when you notice somebody across the bar from you, Chelsea, would you like to introduce your character?
Yeah. Milena Farrow is a Qatari, which is kind of like a cat girl in this case. She's fairly humanoid looking, but she has little cat ears and black hair that's pretty tightly pulled back right now with like a little leather headband on, and she wears leather armor. She also kind of notably doesn't wear shoes. She keeps like a little pair of like fast flats, which most of the guys at the table probably aren't aware of. They wear these little flats that you could like roll up tight to keep in your purse for high heel days.
I do that all
Totally.
Yeah.
Sounds so fast. That's what I love about them.
I love it too. It's so compact.
So she's got like a little pair of those for when she has to wear them, but she definitely prefers like just her foot wrappings. And she's got like really long fingernails that are kind of cat claw like. And right now she's got her eye on Lark, I would say, with like a little bit of a mischievous smirk on her face. Cause she's grown up with older brothers, and she's seen sort of the bravado before. And she's also now watched Lark pour away half his drink when the bartender,
he keeps like down the side. He's like, oh.
and I think she's gonna, when they make eye contact, she's gonna sort of cheers him with her glass and throw the whole thing back before calling over the bartender and ordering him 2 more.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
when he like cheers her back in the midair, he like does it a little too heartily, and like half the beer like clop like flies out of the mug and all over the table.
I think she'll have the drink for this reason come to her, and she'll bring it over and she'll put it down and be like, "You look like you might need a new one."
Oh yeah, well, you know us. Country boy like me really likes putting back a drink or 2. You know, nothing I can't handle. I appreciate it, though. What was your name?
Milena, but you can call me Millie if you prefer.
Millie's a lot easier for me to say. Millie's a good one. Name's Lark.
Lark, nice to meet you.
Yeah. I'm known for a drink or 2 for sure. Nothing I can't handle.
And who knows that?
Well, he looks around. People probably see me here all the time, knocking back a few, throwing tips on the table, that kind of thing. Just trying to, make the tavern go around, right? That's what we do. My family.
First day, hey?
Yeah. Well, I didn't mean this tavern. There's we go to other kind of ones because we travel a lot, right? That's our shtick. We're not here long. I just figured I'd pop into this one. It seemed like it's an okay spot. Not the best one I've been into, but
not bad for your first tavern. Yeah.
And Heather drops off 2 of these new tankards on the table, and but this is the best one.
It really is, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't, out of all the taverns I've been to, this is definitely one of the ones I would come back to for sure. It's the tastiest.
Tell us about the last one you were at there, Lark.
She walks off, by the way, and says, well, don't you 2 look very cute together? And just like kind of gives you a little boop on the nose and walks off. Just to emasculate you more.
Yeah. Am I cute?
Wow, okay.
I think you're cute as a button. Something to maybe put in a pocket and take care of, not take up to bed.
Right. he slumps in his seat and takes a big drink of his mug.
As you guys are kind of awkwardly flirting and turning down.
He's a drunk 19-year-old.
You notice there's somebody off kind of almost in the shadows in the background, kind of not per se watching you, but minding their own business, but certainly catches your eye. Being a little bit more experienced in the world, you notice Tash. What is your character?
Hey. So yeah, you would notice a hooded figure in worn leathers and soot-dulled cloth, hunched more from practice than age. His belts sags with pouches, vials, rusted clasps, each one with a smell more curious than the last. His loose wrappings covering parts of his arms and legs, and his layered robe is patched and stitched with quiet care. He moves slowly and deliberately with an old man's shuffle, masking a hunter's awareness. Yeah. So he is, well, if you've been around town for a little bit, you would recognize him as a local shopkeep.
And what's that shop called?
That shop is called Gloomfang's Curious Cures for Common Calamities.
And what's your character's name?
Oren Holloway. Oren.
I can spell.
See, yeah, I even spelled it wrong. It literally says
Okay, I spelled it
Orlin.
wrong. But
And
That is not his name.
Lark, you kind of notice that this person's caught Millie's eye, and you're probably feeling a little bit
Emasculated?
jaded by the fact that you just got turned down, and now you're noticing that she's noticing somebody else. What would you do in that moment?
What, you into something like that, eh? Old ragtag hunter, someone's that brews potions. He's like starting to like listen.
Yeah.
He kind of leans on the table. You know, I've had a potion or 2 in my past. I could probably just make one if that's what you're into.
Millie leans over, and I think Lark kind of has like, maybe he's got like his coin pouch just kind of like hanging off to the side, and she sort of unties it and sticks it in his shirt and goes, "I'm just checking you're not about to be a whole lot poor."
Thank you. I think he's like, wait, was that a burn or is she helping me? Well, why don't you go talk to him if you're giving him such eyes?
I'm not giving him eyes like that, sugar. I'm just trying to make sure that he's not coming over here to cause some trouble.
Oren, what are you doing in this moment?
I think Oren's been running this shop in town for about the last year, so he's probably knows well who are the locals, especially if this is his drinking hole. And I think he's gonna probably start to notice that this satyr type faunoid is
Fauna?
being a little loud and ruckus, maybe.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go over and just touch base with him. Oh, hello. How are you? What's your name?
Well, name's Lark. You want a beer? You can come sit down with us.
Oh,
I got
no,
a few.
I
I don't
need
mind sparing. It's I've had a handful, and I could probably have some more. But I figure I'll just share around some of the love.
I do appreciate the offer. That's not something that I particularly imbibe in myself, but I do thank you. And who is your friend here?
This is my friend Millie. We've been hanging out for a while now. she brought me some beers, some drinks.
For a while. Wow. Yeah. It's
At least 3 minutes.
at least, yeah, I was going to say, it seemed like
3 minutes seems like a
and a
long time
half,
when you're
maybe.
a teenager.
Well, you didn't just sit down. We had a conversation, so it's been a while.
Oren's going to just kind of like, I imagine, I don't know, if you're sitting at a booth, Oren's just going to kind of like shove his bum over, push you over a bit, and kind of sit down beside you.
Millie,
Yeah,
give me a vibe check on this guy.
Millie's sitting across from them, and she kind of like, if it's a scooching across, I'm going to assume it's benches. So she kind of leans back and kicks her feet up, and she sticks her feet between the two
Nice.
to kind of force that space. And then vibe check.
Yeah, it's going to be a DC 5.
What is what are
We're gonna do
looking for
instinct.
vibe?
Instinct. Ooh.
Stinky.
That is going to be a 9-10 with fear.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you kind of obviously you're picking up on like there's something not right.
There's
You think there's something going
there,
on. Yeah.
and I think that little part of Millie that doesn't fully trust guys
right
is her hackles are a little up,
something in your
especially
stomach,
this
like
that slightly too charming, slightly too friendly to with someone who's vulnerable.
so you're keeping eyes on this guy.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
like that. As you're keeping eyes on him, there's a bit of a ruckus from the patio that catches everybody's attention, and somebody comes barreling through the doors. And I would like Sean to introduce your character.
So you see Sorrel, who is a Simia bard. So he's an ape person based off of a Debrazis monkey. So what that means is he's got this long sort of white beard that's got like blue skin underneath, mostly black fur, but then there's an orange band on the top of his head. And he is going through... Some people just don't appreciate fine culture and storytelling. I only said that his wife was a little plump, but it's the only thing that rhymed with rump. And storms through to the bar to get himself another beverage.
Absolutely. And Heather comes up and she recognizes you and
Yeah.
oh hey what's going on? You're causing trouble back there.
Yeah, I say, Heather, that you just need to find a better class of clientele, someone a little more upper crust, as it were.
That's all right. I don't think there's any need to be like that, my love.
Sorry, got my hackles all up. Just doesn't appreciate fine art. It's nothing on you, my dear.
You hear somebody say, fresh from the kitchen, and some like a little plate of morsels gets put in front of you.
Is that going? Oh, this is fantastic. Yeah, this must be mine. I ordered it, of course.
Yeah, you dig into that. What's everybody else doing right now?
Millie's giggling because she's a little bit plump herself. I'd put her like in fat cat territory.
So you can like hear this off
and
in the bar on the
she heard
side.
that and she's like, ain't nothing wrong with being a little plump.
I think Sora will hear that. He's like, absolutely not. It was a fine compliment at the time.
Exactly. It's the intent, in my opinion.
Sora will invite himself over to your table and just like sit down between.
Millie's actually going to shove her foot into Lark and shove him along and go, oh, here, have a seat right here. And
Oh, thank you. Such a pleasant company.
Well,
she's
right,
now
I guess
staring down three strangers.
feels like a sausage party now.
Sorrel, give me a presence check.
All right.
How do I spell sorrel? What is it? Sorrel?
Sorrel.
Sorrel.
That was close.
Sorrel.
Oh,
Sorrel.
yeah.
Sorrel.
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 Lemon sorrel.
That is a 16 with fear.
Ooh, absolutely. We were going to go DC 10 on that.
Scared.
So you succeeded,
Yeah.
but you succeeded with fear. So how does that go for you?
I think Sorrel's like has a little bit. It's like is not used to being on this side of the stage,
Right.
Being like, what? This suddenly, there's 3 on this side and 1 on the other, and it's sort of like gets a little uncomfortable. Is used to performing and being at the head of the table alone.
Now, does anybody recognize each other? Do you feel like who's like your
Oren would try and like introduce himself, but because of the way that they're sitting like beside each other, he's like awkwardly trying to use his right hand. Good day. I'm Oren. As you do,
I frequent
look a little
here.
familiar. You
Yeah.
frequent here.
I frequent here. I
frequent
travel around a fair
here.
amount, but
Apparently, this young lad over here, he frequents here all the time.
really,
Apparently,
I
never seen him before.
So I was gonna give like an up and down, and just
He kind of gives him a wink. He's like,
Of course, I've
been here for a
seen
few
you
drinks
here
before,
a
right?
lot of times. Yes.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've listened to a few of your stories, and they're always entertaining. Actually, I had been meaning the last time I was here to buy you a drink for such entertainment. And he slides one of the drinks across the table.
So greedily takes it. Yeah.
I've had my handful. I mean, I could probably polish off a few more, but I just want to be. I'm of the
How
friendly
accommodating.
type.
It is so difficult to find such fine people and such fine folk around here.
It
You know,
is,
It's,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
fantastic.
And as you're saying that, you're sitting in the booth. There's like a classic, like really thick glass tavern window right next to you. It's dark out, but all of a sudden it feels like the lights go out for a second, like a heavy shadow moves past the window, and also the door just barrels open, and this giant person comes, just basically barreling in. And Dwayne, would you like to introduce your character?
Yeah, my character's a giant.
Sweet.
Actually,
Wait.
Actually, so this is Ty. And so Ty is a big giant, and so is there so it says I can have like 2 or 3 eyes on my giant. Is there any is there looking advantage that I should know about as I'm
I will let you have a plus 0.5 to look.
okay? All right.
Is that entirely why you picked a giant?
I got a third eye, man. Okay, so my giant has 3 eyes. and it's like it's dressed kind of like a big giant, and so it's
Right.
like big, it's huge, it's got big, like, I don't know, I would say like boots with the fur. And
How tall are giants in this in Dagger?
Bottom jeans.
So He-Man just walks in. 7 foot. I think they start around about 7 foot and go up to like maybe 9.
How tall would you
that would be
say?
9 for sure.
9?
Oh my god! All the way.
Don't move. His vision's based on movement.
I have a question. Are his eyes in sync, or do they move individually? Like, do they move as a 3, or they're just like
And are they
like a
side by
chameleon?
side, or is one higher than
One's
the other?
higher than the other. It's like almost a third eye.
Oh, okay.
It's like a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
And you're a warrior, a fighter, right?
Sure.
Sure, whatever you say he is.
Russ over here shaking his head.
Yeah.
That's what it says on the sheet, Russ.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, man. Thanks, dude. You just be whatever you want, but I'm just glad you're here.
I would imagine that Ty would come up and see like a lineup of people, and he would see like beer on the table that's not getting drank, and so he would just like grab a couple of them.
Oh
And-
yeah,
and- and-
definitely. Just you go
Ah,
ahead.
yeah. Hey, big guy.
And then as he's kind of just sort of getting the lay of the land, I think what he's going to do is just like step on the bench, and the bench is going to kind of knock all 4 of you off the bench and just scoop you up and take you dancing on the dance floor.
Nice.
The beer, and away we go.
I'm sorry.
Elena's on a different bench, so she just watches them go.
Go by. Perfect.
Love this. This is
Lark is
great.
trying really hard not to puke right now.
Orin's trying to twist his arm around. Hello, what's your name?
Sorry, you're trying not to puke?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
100%.
gonna want a let's see, where would that fall into? I'm gonna go strength.
Strength.
Give me
Hold
a-
it back.
Yeah, to hold it back. Yeah, and it's gonna be a DC 10.
Ooh. Oh, a 16 with hope.
Nice. Give yourself a hope.
All right.
Maybe that hope is Millie coming across the dance floor to gently
Yeah.
and firmly say to Ty, I'm so sorry. I just think you're about to need new boots with your fur if I don't take this one off the dance floor.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
Okay, wonderful.
Thanks there, Millie. I owe you one. Maybe a drink or a kiss or something. But let's get out of here.
Let's start with the drink and leave the kiss anywhere
I
but
didn't
here.
mean, I didn't mean kiss. I just meant drink.
Fantastic. I'll take a white Galder and hold the alcohol.
Millie, as you're kind of talking to him, you hear somebody talking in the background. He's at the bar, and he's you notice a halfling gentleman.
Her little ears twitch around,
Yeah,
satellite style.
exactly. You're like, tick, tick, tick. You're always kind of listening in. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's kind of your thing. And you hear somebody being like, "Oh, I just don't know what to do. I there's just so many of them, and the gods won't help. And oh my god, I just need some help. I can't find any help in this town. And oh my god, my wife's not going to be very proud of me." And he's actually talking to Heather. And she kind of seems to blow him off a little bit, but she does seem to know him.
Locke, you look like a strong, capable man. Why don't you come over here and help me with this?
Yeah, I can help you for sure.
Be phenomenal.
What do you want me to help with?
Just stand and look manly. And she's
all
gonna.
right. He kind of like puffs out his chest, pulls up his pants a little bit, straightens his.
How
hat.
tall is Lark?
He's like 5'5".
Phenomenal. Millie is like 5'6", so she's just slightly taller.
Little taller.
Just slightly taller.
Which works great.
Wonderful. So she heads over with him, and she's like, "I'm so sorry, dear. Did I hear something about your wife not being proud of you? That's a calamity."
Oh well, it's not just my wife; it's the whole village. Well, I don't know what to do. We've had a bit of a problem.
What sort of problem?
Well, I'm from the Isle of 𝒉𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂💏. You know the little isle just off of 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 that they don't even put the name of it on the map really. I mean, people know it's there, but it's like we don't exist. But I mean, we bring all of the farm stuff in, and you think people would bloody help us, but we've talked to the Sky Guards, and they're just not wanting to help at all.
What? Well, what sort of help are you needing?
And he seems pretty drunk as well. He's distraught.
Well,
Here, let me buy you a drink to calm your nerves. Oh, Heather's got this wonderful brew. It's so powerful, your taste buds almost can't even sense it. Heather, can I get 2 waters for these 2 here?
Well, I definitely have heard of 𝒉𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂💏. I haven't been there yet, but our family does a whole lot of traveling. We wandering folk.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe there's something we could help out with on a way past, if you know what I mean.
what it is it's the bloody mayor, isn't it? He's useless. He's done an awful deal. We're supposed to be selling all of our farming stuff, and well, he's let all these. Well, they said they were traders, but they weren't. They were bandits. They've started taking over the island, and we don't know what to do. We're not fighters, you know. We don't have any gods or anything. We're just simple folks.
Well, I've been known to. He's looking at Millie. Fight once or twice. I could probably help you out.
You think? There's a reward.
Reward.
Yeah.
Like something I could take back to my folks and be like, I did. Look what I got.
Well, the mayor said he'll pay.
I like pay. I mean, you know, if.
I mean, he's a bit of a useless shite.
Coin purse, but
he's a useless shite, though. I got to be honest. He's drunk most of the time, but I think we all are now. It's been going on for about a week.
Well, I mean, if you're going, I suppose I might as well go too. I probably should, just, you know.
Well, be on the way past.
Right on the way past. You know, it's a whole boat ride away. But yeah, exactly. Right on the way past to where we were going, I guess.
How many of these bandits are we talking about here?
No.
I mean, I could probably take on like 6 or 7, but...
Yeah, there's got to be about 20 of them. They come into our village at the night, they just take stuff from us, and you know they get into fights. They've been really fucking everything up, if I'm being honest. Our little village is called 𝒉𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂. It's the only village that's on the whole island. The whole island's just farming.
Can you give us just 1 second? We'll be right back. Millie, can I talk to you for a sec?
You just hear in the background, like, okay, now lead with your left. All right, now good. Now this is how you waltz. And he's got Vane and Ty almost like trying to have Vane and Ty next to him to be one person to lead to Ty's large 9-foot.
Ty just wants to run around like a big circle.
All the tables in the area, like, move. Everyone's holding their drinks.
Yeah.
So, Millie, this is, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't have a whole lot of coin, and this is something that I really wish I could take on, but by the sounds of it, I ain't gonna be able to do it by myself. Do you know of anybody that might be good in such a situation? I know, looking at you, you're probably, kind of town girl. That's cool.
Absolutely. All city, this girl over here. Yeah, phenomenal.
But anybody that might actually be like good at
anybody. Oh yes, no, we need some more capable man.
Yes.
You know what? I have just the idea. You wait over here.
Like right here.
Right here. Yeah, you wait for my drink. I'll be right back. Can you finish that that drink right there too?
Oh yeah. This one's almost done. Definitely. I just been sipping on it, so it doesn't. You don't want to.
Heather's gonna bring
ahead.
you by a drink. You and your new friend here, and just throw it back, and I'll be right back.
I just I'm not gonna talk to him, but I talk and I just chat this guy.
Yeah,
more
sure.
info. Yeah.
And he's feeling a bit better now that you're chatting with him, even though he can't pick up on that. You're just a kid and doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Millie is gonna head over to where the waltzing, spinning, jumping trio are, and she's gonna go, sorry, might I cut it? Okay, here we go.
Join us.
Oh, sounds great.
You got to start it like this.
I
Move your
have a-
hips. Move the hips.
Oh, it's good.
I have a proposition for you.
Around in a circle.
But
in a circle. Oh, wow.
moving. Yeah, gotta keep the momentum.
I have a proposition for you. That
And
man
direction
over there.
change.
Oh, here we go. Woo, get those legs up high, boys.
Pardon my beer.
Proposition.
Yeah, that gentleman over there is
What's
hiring.
the three of us?
Yeah, well, not that kind of proposition, sugar. Gosh, it
Can
is
I get in on that?
one of those nights.
Wow.
Listen, that lovely lad over there is trying to take a job, and I think that maybe he needs some more experienced adventurers to go out with him, and I just couldn't possibly take on the other. Well, he says he could take on 2 or 3, so let's assume it's 1. Couldn't possibly take on the other 19 bandits that are across that island. Any chance? Bandits. I hear they make terrible fun of people with extra eyes.
I've had that happen before.
That must have been very hurtful.
I just crushed their heads.
Well, they say that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and yours is just extra
big.
soulful.
It's like a church. It's like, look, you've got the main windows there, that like wonderful, like more colorful
Here's the
one
door,
up at the
here's the
top.
steeple.
Open up.
Very.
Here's all the people.
Well, that's not really a me thing, I have to be here to run the shop. So, yeah, you guys have fun.
Can Millie roll? Does Millie has vibes that this guy is odd?
Yeah, let's give me
Does she believe him when he says that's not really his jam?
Yeah, roll me an instinct check. It's going to be a DC 10.
That is going to be a 10 with hope.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Okay, so Mark, give yourself a hope, and
I would say he says this, and
Yeah.
she's like, oh, sure. Okay.
you've met these types before.
All right. Well, I understand why a gentleman such as yourself might not be up for such a profitable
it's just-
adventure. However,
Profitable.
If you happen to know somebody who would want to join us,
Oren kind of looks around the room and then leans in. He's like, well, that's kind of funny you would say that. I actually do.
you know somebody, yeah.
He's quite highly sought after, though. He's not going to be
goodness.
cheap.
I'd imagine, and from what I've heard, this job is going to be very profitable. If you're able to send him my way at some point in the near future,
I could.
I'm right here.
you're already in if you're agreeing.
Oh,
I can go see if I can page him.
Fantastic. And just so I know who I'm looking for, just to make sure he tells me the code words.
The code words.
Yeah, liars in disguise.
Liars
In
in
disguise.
disguise.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay.
Wonderful.
I will be back. I will go summon him.
Wonderful. Yeah, we'll be waiting.
Okay. Or
He goes into a phone booth.
Oren goes into the bathroom and comes out 11 seconds later. And he looks like the lead singer of an emo band in whatever this day is. The new guy that comes out. Not Oren. Gosh. He's tall, skinny, probably about 30, but looks like he's about 24. Yeah, long kind of trench coat, and has a cat kind of like scooting around at his feet. And he doesn't immediately walk up to the group. He walks very near the group and just kind of leans against the wall.
Can we say that Millie probably watched all of this happen?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, sorry. What did you say your name was over there, Mr. Monkey Man?
Sorrel?
Sorrel. I sure do hope this hero comes along soon here.
If only there was someone to come and save us.
She's headed back over to where Lark is, hopefully drinking some water.
So then I said to the guy, "You better get the hell out of here, or I'm gonna knock your teeth in with my boots."
Oh my. Well, that sounds great.
Do you wear boots? She's looking down at his hooves.
My hooves, yeah. Well, I was
Boots with the fur.
is when I had boots, but then I realized that I can do more damage when I kick with my hooves. Meh. Sorry, I do that when I've had too many drinks.
Like a hiccup.
Yeah.
And what about you, big guy? Are you joining us too? Or?
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. Ty would be actually like trying to collect people dancing in this circle as he goes around.
Nice. I love that.
I love it.
You're like the life of the party. Like you kind of want to get everybody excited and just you're having a good time. There's
Having
not
a good time, yep.
Not a bad bone in your body kind of thing. You're
Not
just
yet.
having a blast. Yeah.
Yep.
Love it. As you were talking to Frankie, he does mention Counselor Jeffries to you.
Counselor Jeffries.
Yeah, and you remember that as Counselor Joffreys because you're drunk. And Counselor Jeffries is who is in charge of the manor keep there. Just outside of the village is what you ascertain from this conversation.
All right. Geoffrey's. It's like a steel trap up here. I can definitely remember it, and I will guide the rest of us there without any issues. You can count on us. This will be easily my third quest this week, done and dusted.
Oh, but only problem is it's midnight, so we can't go till tomorrow. Are you lot going to be okay in the morning?
Definitely. I don't know about the rest of them, and I mean, I never met a Cyclops with 3 eyes before, but I'm sure he'll be all right.
The only thing Millie's had too much of is pork pies at this point, so
Yeah.
she's a little bloated, but she's like, we'll get there.
Order up! Some more food just gets delivered onto the bar, and nobody's really paying much attention to you guys at all. Everybody just seems to be part of the fun, especially because you're just keeping the vibes going as your character Ty is you're like the dancing queen, basically.
That's what he's trying to just kind of get everybody partying and having a good time.
There's a bucket of water with a string. Ty's just waiting to pull on, just for the perfect pose moment.
So it is late at night. Mm-hmm. What would you guys like to do? You can't exactly get to this island right now.
Millie's standing there waiting for, this new emo, moody guy to finally decide that it's time for him to introduce himself, and I think she's starting to get to the point where she's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, can I help you?"
It depends.
On what?
Are you a liar in disguise?
Wait, do you flick your hair back when you say that?
and darts his eyes away instantly.
Wow, this was so unexpected. I just
My
couldn't
name is
imagine
Vane.
this.
Meet me in the
Vane.
alley in 4 minutes. And backs away, and then spins and runs out.
I'm getting so much Scott Pilgrim from this. I'm so happy right now.
Oh wow, wonderful. Sounds like we've got an appointment in an alley with a strange man in 4 minutes.
Well, right. I'll
You
meet.
hear the door open again, and he sticks his head back in and bends down and picks up his cat.
And a cat.
Well, I'll meet you, the group of y'all outside in just a moment. I just need to go outside and do something real quick. Lark walks outside
Yeah.
stumbling. He still has the mug in his hand. And he takes it with him, not even realizing he has it with him.
Oh, yeah. Heather
Goes
wouldn't care.
outside and looks at the flowers underneath the window, and he's like, "Those are some beautiful flowers."
Those are moon gazers. They actually glow. They actually glow in the they glow.
That's what caught his attention.
Yeah,
He's
they
just
glow
like-
in the middle of the night. Yeah.
He sees there's probably 4 of them, but he sees about 16 of them right now.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Those are fantastic," and just pukes all over them.
Does anybody else see this?
Millie absolutely didn't let him go out by himself.
Millie,
He actually puked on Vane's boots.
Millie,
Sparkly.
as you keep your distance, but keep an eye on him, something unusual happens for you. A small golden bee just gently flies past you and flies off. It strikes you as unusual.
Huh.
And you can
Seems
choose
like
whether
he's-
you'd want to say that to anybody or not.
Seems like you're puking up bees these days.
Not the worst thing I puked up before. Sorry you had to see me like this, Millie. I know it's been a while, but we'll patch this up and we'll get on to our little whatever we're doing.
Wonderful.
He's like totally forgotten the plot. He's just like, I think all he remembers is Millie.
Millie is now trying to figure
Like
out
the
if she
name.
can just like somehow put everyone back in the tavern and just take this job solo.
And that's fair. And these guys can leave as far as I'm concerned.
So she's gonna grab Lark and she's gonna kind of prop him up against the wall. Did anyone else follow out as well for this meeting?
I don't know if Sorrel was even fully aware of it because he definitely went back to the dance floor with Ty.
Yes.
So
Frankie's kind of looking through the door and he's kind of clocked what's happened here, and he's drunk himself, but he's now sobering up quite rapidly.
we're on it, Frankie. Don't you worry.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna. Her and a drunk teenager are gonna go talk to the strange, long jacketed man in the alleyway.
Well, it's all right. If he's dangerous, I can definitely.
He's
You can
hiding
definitely something.
Vane's out in the alleyway hiding behind like the big dumpster that the tavern would use. But he forgot that the back door that you guys would have come out is actually behind him, and he was like expecting you to be coming from this way. He's like being all hiding in the shadows.
Excuse me.
That scared me.
I have that effect on people. I'm sorry about that. I won't throw up again.
Please don't. Okay, what are we doing?
Yeah, Millie.
Bandits have moved in on the island of 𝒉𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂💏, and we're gonna go and deal with those bandits because
How
that's
many
where
bandits?
all the farming equipment comes from, and we need it.
What kind of weapons are they using?
They're using bandit weapons.
Oh, this sounds so boring. I'll do it. How much?
So much.
So much?
So much.
I will do it for 1 handful of gold.
And you guys have not actually been told a price.
Well, he did say that the mayor there
Per day.
has. It's going to take us more than
One
a day. I got to be.
handful.
I don't know if I can be away that long.
You got to ask your mom.
Well, no. I just need to let them know. I don't have to ask. They should. I told them I was going to leave.
Phenomenal. Sounds like you're both in agreement.
All right.
So he's coming.
Well,
Lark?
Lark?
Lark's
Yeah,
the
hey.
hero of this story, can't you
Yeah.
tell?
Oh, that's cool.
I can definitely take on more of those bandits than you can.
I'm Vane.
Yeah, you are.
Flicks his hair again.
Just blows it.
You already called me Lark, so I can't say I'm Lark because that'll just then you'll say I know. So I'll say I have.
Why did your mom name you after a bird?
Because when I was born,
I don't really care.
Okay.
Okay, when do we... So we're leaving?
Tomorrow
soon.
morning.
It's on an island. I know that much.
Yeah.
Do you get anybody?
Well,
got a
you
boat?
would know the island.
Yeah, I'm
Gilbert.
quite familiar with it.
Phenomenal.
Do you have a boat? I mean, I had one back in our old village, but I don't
Well,
have none
Frankie's
here.
from there. He probably either knows a boat or knows of a boat.
There's,
Oh.
there's like 100 boats a day. We can... Yeah, it's fine. It's easy.
Well, the best thing is we can do is we
Whoa,
can just...
Jesus, Frank is
We can
back
just
here.
take the barge over, and he's small and he's quiet for sure. We could just take the barge over in the morning, but there's no barges tonight, and I don't feel safe going to try and get a ship there tonight.
Is the barge somewhere I can put Lark to sleep this off, or?
Well, no, I'll just go out on the outskirts. I'll meet y'all down at the dock tonight or tomorrow morning.
And
Going to his mom's.
You people are professionals, right? You do this a lot.
Absolutely.
Okay.
faster, Ty. This is fun.
Ty's he's gonna be launching people across.
Okay, Sean, I'm going to need an agility check. It's going to be a DC 15.
Oh no. Oh, I make it with fear. It's an 18 with fear.
That's reasonable.
You come launching out of this giant's hands. How does that feel for you?
It's horrifying, but also exhilarating.
Cool.
I think manages to get yeeted through an open window. That's the success. But unfortunately into vomit-covered flower beds.
Sorry about that.
Is this like a new crit and fumble thing? There's one yeeting per new campaign.
Yeah.
Episode
I feel
one,
like
there's
we're
always a
watching
yeet.
all this happen through the open door, and Millie just looks down like with a fake, like confident face, even though she's like, "Oh dear God."
Did you see that dismount?
And she says, "Now imagine that giant angry and throwing bandits."
Yeah,
Wait,
and
These
me.
guys are with you too?
Well, yeah. I mean, that would work. Is that one going to join us too?
Hi.
Yep.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to want to talk to any of you lot.
Well, he doesn't talk
already
a whole
agreed.
lot.
You-
He's easily distracted with that extra eye.
I think
Have
it's
you
the
ever been in a
music.
Cyclops?
You know him well.
Oh yeah. That's
He's really,
Ty.
That's Ty.
he's really
That's
getting
Ty.
suspicious of you guys.
Listen, do you want the problem dealt with or not? It's not like you're
I do.
paying in advance.
No, I do. I do.
You don't have a long lineup of adventurers waiting to help you.
Well, there's a bunch of people I was talking to in the bar, but they didn't have a whole. Well, no, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of shit, but you stuck with us.
I think at this
Oh.
point, Sorrel's going to come up and sort of like flick some of the vomit and grass off of him. You have nothing to fear here, sir. We are an entire band of experienced adventurers with must be at least 13 years of experience between us.
And could someone that doesn't know what they're doing something like this? And Lark tries to like cast some. He has like these runes in his hand that is like essentially his melee weapon. But like casts this flame, but it like bursts awkwardly and singes some of Sorrel's hair. I imagine while he's talking. He's like, "Do you think people that don't know what they're doing can do this?" And I'm like,
And despite that, Sorrel will be using his enrapture spell to sort of like calm him down and
Okay.
have him be sort of more agreeable to the group.
Does that you spend a hope for that, or
It is a spell which make a spell cast roll. Oh, maybe I'll just use my rousing speech instead.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, which is once per long rest.
okay?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, he starts to feel a little bit better. Like he kind of only half caught the magic you're doing from his angle,
All right.
so I think it didn't look too bad to him.
Dope.
But
It looked awesome to
You are
Lark.
still stuck without a place to sleep and or transport right now.
Ty would be
The tavern does have rooms.
Oh, okay. So Ty would understand that, like with him putting Sorrel through the window, that he's going to need like people catching on the other end. So it's going to be a rotation. It's going to be a rotation of catchers.
And people are just enamored by you. They're laughing. They're killing themselves. Some woman comes running out, like holding her stomach. So she's laughing so hard she also pukes on the noongaze of flowers.
She gets tossed.
Yeah, she just tossed right out there.
She's out.
Yeah. No, you are definitely the life of the party in this moment. I don't know how you're going to be feeling the next day.
Who's getting a room and who's sleeping outside?
well, I mean, I could ask if any of y'all could come stay at my place.
Who are you asking?
Don't look at me.
It's fine. I'll just meet y'all down at the dock if you want to do that.
Where are you staying?
Yeah, do you have free lodgings?
Yeah. I mean, it's I was just gonna sleep in a tree outside.
Phenomenal. I prefer trees myself. So
Sure, yeah, of course.
right, well,
absolutely, roughing it, yeah.
Yeah, I
Frankie,
mean,
Frankie, at this
that's how we
point,
travel.
he interrupts you guys and just says, "Well, I'm going to stay here then." And I've already got a room. Oh my god, my wife's going to be a lot happier about this. I can't wait to see Faye and tell her all about it.
Frankie, what time does the boat leave?
I don't know. He thinks for a second, and
It's your boat, right?
No, it's not mine. It's the boat that they use to bring all the farming equipment and the
Okay.
produces over.
Can we go on the boat?
Yeah, we'll have to have a little talk. Yeah, but I think we can. Yeah, I'll meet you guys down here like maybe an hour after sun rises,
I'll be there an
Phenomenal.
hour before.
and not the second sun, the first one.
Yeah, of course. Well,
Of course.
naturally.
Yeah, that's as
naturally,
everyone says.
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. And you would know, being from this world, that there are 2 suns. So 2 suns do orbit this strange rock in the world, in the universe. Sorry. The one sun is really far away. It almost could be mistaken as a star, but it is definitely considered a sun. And they kind of cross paths at some point. They kind of go over top of each other. But being from this world, you would know this.
Very Tatooine.
I love it.
Yeah.
Lark is going to tighten up his bag on his back that he takes with him everywhere and look at the group and be like, well, I suppose I should go set up camp for the night. Anybody that wants to come with are more than welcome to. Otherwise, I will meet you down at the dock after second sun.
Ty, you gonna stay here and keep spinning?
I'd imagine Ty at this point has had so many beer and so many, like, just the adrenaline. It just all of a sudden it just goes boom and hits about 3
down.
tables. And just lands on 3 tables.
And nobody can move.
Ty, are you from this area? Are you from Galdur?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Heather knows you, so she just knew this was coming. She's already kind of made some space because she doesn't want. She's trying to mitigate the damage of this huge person falling into tables and chairs.
Millie's like, Heather, I'll just be back for him in the morning.
Like, okay, yeah, and she's still happy because she's made a lot of money, but she's probably sick of dealing with this. And so, Lark, as you walk off to go and find a tree by yourself.
No,
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm by myself.
Sorrel and Millie were headed with.
Oh, okay,
So-
you all go together.
So we'll sort of like take Millie aside. Were you wanting to like alone with the rapscallion?
Absolutely not.
As you two are talking about that, somebody comes running from like an alleyway, stumbling a little bit, and they just bump into you by mistake. Oh, I'm sorry about that, and they just keep going.
Lark is surprised, gets pushed back, and he's like, hey, you can't bump into me. The people that do that end up losing, they get hurt. You better come back here. All right.
He's already gone.
Still going.
Your gold is gone.
I know. he wouldn't have noticed.
So
Did Millie see this happen or no?
You guys, it was.
Although his
yeah.
gold's in his shirt. Remember Millie dropped it into his shirt?
His gold's still gone.
Okay.
I mean, he would have been like, huh? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
all right, yeah. If Sorrel didn't see it, then Sorrel can't. Do
No,
anything.
whoever was keeping an eye on him timed that very, very well.
Yeah.
Nice.
There are a lot of professional thieves that operate within the city of Galdur.
Sorrel is a slyborn, and so as a result has a connection to the criminal underworld
Yeah.
and can clock that sort of thing.
You kind of saw the tail end of it, maybe, and you were like, ah.
Just like, yeah, that's why you always keep your gold down the front in the pouch.
As Lark finds a good area out of town, just lightly on the outskirts, doesn't have to be super far.
Sure.
Starts slinging up his hammock and looks at anybody that had followed and been like, does anybody else need one of these? I mean, I could probably spare one more, but I don't have a tent. I just sleep under the stars.
I'm just fine up in the tree.
Yeah, I
and
think
she
I'll be all right.
tries to find like the highest branch that's pretty sturdy and just like a cat, just out.
I'd imagine because, again, you know this area enough. If you have your maps handy or anything like that, there's a market square, and it's near the docks. Above that, about an inch on the map, I'd say, there's a lighthouse, but there's a little bit of like a green area. It's behind the Dirty Dennis. There's quite a bit of a green area. It's not a park per se, but it's somewhere you could definitely sleep. It is getting closer to the rougher area of town, but I don't think you guys really care about that. You're not exactly, nobles.
Yeah, you'd set up.
So long as Lark was lower down in like the tree or on the ground, then
Sure.
Sorrel would be above him, knowing that they would go after Lark.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Lark's not super high off the ground. I mean, he's off the ground. He's in a hammock, but he's like, maybe 4 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vane, what are you doing?
Vane just went home with his cat.
Yeah. And you're just going to come and meet back in the morning?
Yeah, he'll be down. He said he'll be down at the docks an hour before sunrise.
And Ty, you are out. Just out like a light. So somebody might have to go and get Ty in the morning.
Millie had already said she was going to go get it. Yeah.
Perfect.
How
Awesome.
early does Vane have to wake up to perfect his smudgy eyeliner?
more than an hour before sunrise.
Not much sleep going on for Vane tonight.
No, that's why he'll be down there early.
Yeah, so the night passes by with, I think, without any incident. Definitely not. I got a natural one.
You hear like Lark throughout the nights, like, no, Millie, yeah, okay, yeah, I mean, I could do that, I guess.
Millie's eyes snap open. If Sorrel were to look over, all he would see is like essentially just like the glowing cat eyes in the darkness.
Maybe the back starts to hunch a little.
It's just like,
Sorrel sleeps like a baby. Yeah.
So, light, the sun, it comes to Galdor. The suns come to Galdor, as they always do. It always like is remarkable that it you never get used to maybe like how the shadows cross strangely because of where the light's coming from different directions. It always gives especially in the morning, it gives everything like an unusual air. Lark, you kind of wake first.
Makes sense.
And you notice a small golden bee just hovering around in the tree.
Hello there.
It just flies off.
I will name you Buttercup.
Perfectly timed with the music. And this is why he wins all the awards.
you'll notice Millie's no longer in the tree. She is now in the only patch of sun that has come across, and she's asleep again. But yeah,
you can hear the city the town. Sorry, you can hear the town waking up. You are quite close to the docks. You hear the seagulls screech. People are moving around. There's people with wares. The marketplace is really close as well, and that's probably getting set up this early already. And that just fresh smell of ocean air washes in wave after wave of breeze. Something very familiar to you all. And what would you like to do?
I'll say it in character. I suppose we should pack up and head on up to the inn or the tavern there. Go collect our three-eyed friend.
Oh, you remember that?
I remember the three eyes. That's about it. I don't remember her name. John?
Ty.
That's what I said.
How's Ty doing? Is Ty awake yet?
I'd imagine Ty's still kind of like, like hunched over like these, I'd imagine kind of like a picnic table kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just like, and I would imagine like his third eye stayed open all night.
So dry.
So bloodshot.
It's a security device.
Yeah.
Wait, is it a real eye or did you just glue it on there?
That's part of the adventure. We got to find out.
Everyone else in the clan had three eyes.
Amazing. Love that flavor.
Yeah. So when he gets up, it's just like I think he feels like his back is a little bit like a little better than it usually is.
Right.
But he'll give it the old back crack, the old like side to side, and kind of open up, like just start to get like upright.
They hear
And,
the back crack from the tree. Like,
Yeah, totally.
Buildings away.
Birds flit out of the tree. Yeah.
You notice as he's like, he kind of lifts up from the table or whatever, and the nails that have like they're kind of up and loose on the thing.
Like the hobnails,
yeah, kind of just up because it's just his weight has pushed into them a little bit, and so I don't know. He'll just kind of get himself cleaned up, kind of slick his hair down with whatever beer's sitting around.
Yeah. And Heather isn't around. Like the tavern is not open right now.
Yeah, so-
Do you let yourself out? Kind of.
He's gonna throw half of his like handful of gold because
Sure.
he knows he's a pain in the ass.
Right.
But he's had a great time, and he doesn't want anybody to be out of pocket.
And in turn, Heather's very aware. Like I said, like she knows you do this, but she also knows you bring money in because you are just getting people so excited that the drinks were flowing, the pork pies were coming out, like everybody was having a really, really good time.
Cool.
Absolutely. You head into the streets. Again, there's just regular people kind of going about their day, getting their day started. Look like they're going to work or whatever their business might be. You see a couple of like nice dressed, wizardly looking sort of people walking by. You see librarians. You see marketeers kind of thing, people going out to get set up.
What kind of librarians? Are they carrying their books on their backs?
Margaret.
You do actually.
I was kidding.
Can we do that? Because that's in my universe. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
You do see a giant lady off in the background, really far away. It kind of piques your interest because you haven't seen a lot of your own kin around for a while, and you don't really think too much of it. But you think, interesting.
Especially that she's wearing a bridle.
I think this is maybe when they like run into each other and Millie's looking over her and she's like, damn, life goals.
Absolutely. And as you guys were making your way through there, you walked past the Dirty Dentist again. There was a couple of drunken gnomes outside in the front lawn, essentially, looking like lawn gnomes. And you make your way through the marketplace. There's not much going on except for people are just setting up right now. You head up towards the Hearty Knockers, and you bump into your friend. And also, as you're leaving, Frankie comes kind of out there. He heard that, you've started. You're not even quiet when you're getting up.
No.
So Frankie kind of roused, and he's come run down the stairs, and he's running after you. Wait, you guys ready?
I think we're ready.
I suspect so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's at this moment that you remember to mention to somebody about the bee that you saw.
I mentioned it?
Yeah.
Oh. So, I imagine while we're walking, just
and what is unusual about these bees is they're not the classic like black and yellow. They look like they're made out of gold.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine we're walking maybe towards the dock now. We're probably going to meet Vane there. I thought I had one of them dreams last night. Where you see a vision and it's so obvious.
Yeah, I know
to
you were talking in your sleep. We know the visions and the dreams you were having last night.
Yeah, you talk a lot in your sleep.
It's impressive. Your vocabulary is actually, I didn't think you had it, but there it was.
Yeah, good to know. What I was referring to was me actually being awake. I thought it was a dream, but I was like, my eyes were open, and so it wasn't a dream. Anyways, I saw this bee flying at me, and that's why I thought it was a dream, because I saw it, and at first I was like, oh, what a nice little creature that is. I love bees. I mean, I love most creatures, but this one looked different. It had nothing like I've ever seen before. I've seen a lot of wildlife out there. It looked almost golden, I guess. Not your classic like yellow and black with the stripes looks. It kind of looked like a flying gem.
Almost definitely a dream, though. You were drinking so much last night.
Yeah, it's probably hallucinations.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably nothing.
Yeah.
And Millie says that having seen a golden bee that like buzzed by when Lurk vomited, and she's like, it's nothing.
Give me a presence roll. DC 5. We'll keep it pretty easy because everybody's hungover right now.
That's going to be a 7 with hope.
7 with hope. Perfect. Give yourself a hope. Boop. Yeah, they don't pick up on it.
Yeah, you're probably right. I see we got Ty. It was Ty, right?
Yeah, it's Ty.
I really like your eye. It
Which one?
It doesn't make me nervous at all. The one that's really red.
The one with cracks.
Could you blink it, please?
You might need some of those potions, ye olde Visine.
I do have like some goat lard if you want me to rub it in there. Well, I'm not gonna rub it in there. Like
No, keep
I
your
can
lard to
put it
yourself.
on your finger and you can what?
Keep your lard to yourself. I'm good. I'm
Oh,
good.
all right. Well, it's Ty. It was good to be walking with you, and so we're gonna meet that quiet guy down there, right? We don't have to go pick him up or nothing.
I'm certain if he feels so inclined, he will meet up with us.
Well, I mean, we probably don't even need him, right? There's 4 of us. I mean, I could probably do most of this on my own.
Yes, of course. And it looks up at Ty. It's like, he winks at you.
He winks his third eye. Like
Finally, like Sorrel just like relaxes at seeing it blink.
Did you hear that scraping noise?
Like a hiss of like, as it finally gets moistened.
You trudge on down the street, and for those that are hungover, you're really feeling it. You're having a harder time talking. You're having a harder time just being alive. The headaches are setting in. And yeah, you take your time. You move down the streets, left, right, winding around, and you know your way enough to hit to the docks. You walk past one of the universities there. Well, it's like a college. It's pretty small. It's a lot to do with like maritime stuff. So like a lot of sailors come out of there. A lot of stuff with like navigation, anything like that. On the right-hand side of that, there's two really huge warehouses, as you would all know as the main storehouses for Galdor. And just beyond that, the docks. You do see some of the Skyne Guard walking around, and as you know, for those who have been to Gale's End already, these aren't quite as, prestigious maybe as the guards.
How many people would have been at Gale's End? That's a weird question.
So many.
Okay.
It's the next city over, so it's about a 2-day ride on a horse.
Okay.
Roughly.
Fair enough.
And but thanks for the joke. And
It'll come back, I'm sure.
Yeah. I realized that. I thought Gale's End sounded really cool because it was up on a cliff and it's like windy, and I was like, oh yeah, but Gale's End, right?
Yeah.
It's funny those moments you bring it to the table and you're like,
Yeah, we're all gonna find that funny.
yeah.
And that's fine because I love that. You're just in this area now. It's a little bit more bustling down here, of course. Like it's the docks. Like there's shit going on. There are like actual like frigates in there. There's boats in there. Like, but you do see this essentially a larger barge. It looks like it's been there all night. It hasn't just come in. There's people actually boarding it right now that look like they're the crew. And what would you like to do?
So, bit of an awkward situation from last night. I seem to have misplaced some of my coins. I'm sure we'll have a lot kicking by in a short time here, but if there's a requirement to pay for this boat ride, would someone mind, just spotting me that small favor just for this once?
Surely we wouldn't have to be paying to cross over if we're dealing with their troubles.
We're freeing them, of course, from...
Right. Maybe Kevin. Is his name Kevin?
Frankie.
Yeah.
Maybe Frankie will go ahead and pay for it. Okay, well, I just wanted to bring it up, and so it wasn't like an awkward conversation in front of the captain or nothing.
Of course not. And Sorrel, with all of the unearned confidence of Sorrel, will walk up to the plank towards the barge. Excuse me, some adventurers coming through.
And yeah, I mean, nobody really stops you.
Bah. Now, this is the kind of treatment that we are deserving of. We'll waltz right onto the barge.
You do, not someone that gets stopped, but you get greeted by who's clearly a captain.
Mm-hmm. Captain?
Hello. How are you doing, friends?
Oh, we are fantastic.
Oh.
How are you?
Great. Off to Gilbrush.
Yes, absolutely, for a fun, rousing adventure.
It's been pretty shit there recently, I've got to be honest.
Not for long.
Why are you going there?
Well, we're going to rout out some ne'er-do-wells, some bandits we've been hired by perhaps a friend of yours. Frank?
Frankie, yes. Your wife wants to talk to you. And he looks like a little bit pale. He's definitely feeling a little hungover, and he runs to the edge of the side of the ship and just pukes right over the edge. It's at this point, you might have heard that this barge, it's free for everybody. If there's space, they'll take you on. If it's full of livestock, if it's full of farming equipment, or if it's full of like produce and stuff like that, they won't. But this is their first trip over in the morning. They normally bring stuff from the island, not to the island.
Sorrel will go over to Lark. It's okay, I comped our fare, but you owe me about a handful of gold.
Nice.
Millie hears this and just rolls her eyes, but
Give me a... I'm going to want you to give me a present, and I want you to give me a present as well. Like, so like a little...
I feel like mine should be at disadvantage with my hangover. Can I roll disadvantage?
Yeah, so minus a D6 from yours.
I get 12 with fear.
I've got 15 minus 2 is 13 with hope.
Nice. You catch on the fact that he's trying to rip you off.
Nice. You know, if I didn't like you so much, and he puts his hand on you, and it like, you know when you're like still a little bit day drunk after a hard night of drinking?
You are not feeling good.
I'm like swaying a bit.
It's like,
Locke's
like, how's the motion of the ocean treating you, Lark?
We just like stay there for a long time, and you can see his eyes start to like water a little bit. And he's like, "Yep."
Just like, look that direction.
And he just like he doesn't go to throw up, but he just like puts his arm down. He's like, and walks away and just kind of like elbows on the side of the ship, and he's just gonna stare off quietly.
Millie's got some like ginger candies in her pocket, but she also knows that this is a valuable lesson. So she's not offering them right away.
Bane, what are you doing?
Oh, as everyone's milling about here and loading onto the boat,
Like you've come down to the docks to meet them.
Did you come via Ocean Avenue?
No, you would see. You would actually probably hear the clinking of like glass banging together, and someone would look up the road and see Oren like kind of like scuttling down the road, and from across the road he just kind of waves and okay, good morning everybody, good morning, and then he just like tucks around a corner, and Vane comes out 2 seconds later and walks down the dock.
This is such a good thing. I'm loving this so much. What was the clinking of the glass? Like
It's just he's like
potions and stuff.
yeah, Orange is covered in like
Guy
potions
liner.
and gadgets and
Cool. Give me.
It was his
mark
clinking.
down 2 potions that make sense for your character. Within reason, obviously.
Yeah.
Nothing that like it saves the whole party.
yeah. So that's him as Oren. He's just imagine he's like almost looks like I don't know. He's just like a pack rat. He's just got all sorts of vials and bottles and tools and whatnot. So yeah. Anyways, now Vane continues down the dock and just walks up onto the boat and just leans against the railing.
You would know, like being from here, especially, that this boat is free. Millie, one thing that you notice, as you're kind of like, I was gonna say milling around, as you're hanging around on the boat, as Ty walks on last, looking really hungover. Some of the Skyn guards are really keeping an eye on him.
I think Millie's gonna kind of stare them down, but when Ty gets on, she's also gonna say, anything you did that we should be aware of? Why they're looking over at you?
No. Just a good party every night.
Huh. Does she believe him?
Yeah, give me a deception check. So that's going to be a presence. Go like.
Can I roll a like an instinct?
Yeah, you go. Yeah, roll against each other. That'd be perfect.
Going to be an 11 with hope.
Nice. Give yourself a hope.
I also have 11 with hope.
Oh, perfect. I wouldn't know what to do in that
Do
situation.
we do like a re-rollsies?
Yeah, let's do a re-roll.
Oh, I forgot.
Do
my
we
last,
both get our hopes then, or no?
No, take your hope away.
I forgot my last roll had
You did.
hope.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Always make sure you get yourself hope. That's your economy.
It's an 8 with fear.
Ooh.
I got 11 with hope.
Yeah. You would believe.
Yeah.
And how do you, and you kind of like brush it off? How does that look for you when you brush it off?
I think just oblivious, right? I
Right.
don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
if I don't know. Like, why would there be guards coming? Like,
Yeah.
pretty just kind of
Absolutely.
low key. Nothing going on here. Nothing to see here.
Yeah. Totally. Love that. Okay. You bought this boat, and within like around about 30 minutes or so, you're on the waves. The good thing about Gilbrash is like on a really good day, you can see it. It's not that far. It's like kind of like being sat down at the beach in Nanaimo and being able to see like, the Sunshine Coast kind of thing.
Right.
It does still take a while because these are old ships and this barge goes pretty slow and heavy.
It's the Queen of Oak Bay.
It's the Queen of Oak Bay. And
Millie's going to be standing in line at the white spot for her burger.
perfect. Pirate pack.
Yep.
Yeah, you get a pirate pack. And going back to Lark, you're a little in and out, and you kind of like pass out, and then you wake up again, and You pass out and you wake up again, and you, on the third time that, say, you fall asleep, your mind wanders to the night previous. And all of a sudden you hear, it's about to get a little rough. And you hear this voice break through your daydreaming, and you look around at your new compatriots. What is everybody else doing? You're about to hit some really rough weather here.
Vane is standing at the front of the barge with his arms stretched out, just letting the wind like blow his hair back and his trench coat flapping. He feels like he's in slow motion in this moment.
Sorrel's holding on to Ty.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ty would be up high, like just to get a vantage point.
So, so standing.
Standing on a cow.
Well, standing.
Well,
but,
there's some
if
crates and stuff on there.
If there's a cabin, like
Yeah,
I'm
there,
not sure,
there
like,
is.
you know,
Yeah. You stand on it, and it creaks. It creaks a lot. Like, it doesn't normally take this sort of weight. And you saw the captain kind of like bristles a little. He's kind of like he's just like he's a bit pissed off that you kind of did that, but he doesn't want any trouble.
Sure. Well, Ty would just like he's gonna like he'll just spread his legs out wider to kind of hit the I guess the joists in
you
the
kind of ride in it.
Yeah. And then I don't know. He might like secure
Sorrel, yeah.
To him it somehow, like they're gonna loop him in with a belt or something, just in case he like kites off.
I'm gonna want a DC 15 agility check from everybody.
Millie has been kind of close to Lark for this time, and watching the clouds come in and stuff. She started tying some ropes around a barrel, and she's created essentially like little handholds on this barrel with the rope.
Give me advantage for everybody, anybody that's in that vicinity.
And she has been, I think maybe too. She's like, when Lark wakes up, she says, if this gets bad, just hold on to the barrel. If it gets real bad, just hold on to me.
And with advantages with a D6?
That's right.
If Sorrel's tied to me,
advantage as well.
Okay.
Perfect.
And you just have advantage because of your size in this situation,
Okay.
I'd say.
Yeah.
The 16 with fear.
Perfect.
And so, sorry.
You're good. What'd you get, Gavin?
23 with the advantage with fear.
With fear? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
He's scared shitless, but I think the high roll is only because of Millie. Like that scenario, he was like shitting himself, and then that scenario.
And
like,
Millie, you were
shifted
feeling
it.
pretty scared about this as well.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't like water.
Right. Makes sense.
Sorrel got a 15 with hope and is just feeling so snug and secure with Ty.
Give yourself a hope.
You're like
17 with hope.
17 with
Picture
hope.
you're
Perfect.
like a koala wrapped around him.
100%.
not even touching the ground. You're like a
Do you have a monkey
the baby
tail
like
too?
I do have a monkey tail, yes.
Arms, legs, tail, all wrapped around.
And Vane, you were still at the front of the ship, but you rolled with hope, so you're just blindly going
just
through
like-
this storm.
Jack.
It's just Tuesday. He's just going to work.
Love it.
So just a question. Did you say it was with agility?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So it would be 16.
Okay.
Nope, sorry. It would be 17 with fear
Okay.
that I'm hanging on.
I am now maxed out on my fear, just so you guys know.
Oh boy.
There's the first hope I
right.
rolled all session.
I just lose.
Actually, I spent a fear to do the environmental thing, so
Can
I know.
I ask a query?
Yes.
Are we supposed to be we add our dice and then we add our number and then we say which one of the two was the highest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I suddenly was like, I've been adding my dice and I've suddenly doubted myself. You know
No,
when
yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah.
a fact and then you're
Yeah.
like, maybe I don't
Yeah.
know that fact.
You just
Okay,
add them
good.
together, tell me which one rolled highest.
Beautiful, thank you
And
so
then
much.
the D6 just gets mixed in there regardless of whether it was hope or fear.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel this the skies open, like rain starts absolutely pouring down, but you're almost there. You're the hours have gone by, especially after you daydreamed for a little bit, and you're about to land at the port of 𝒉𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂💂
Lark would feel, Millie would feel Lark like wrap his arms around her. You said if I got scared, I could either grab the barrel or you.
Are you scared?
Yes.
Millie is doubting it, but also doesn't want to ever be the person who's like, no, you're not. So she kind of like turns and kind of semi-holds him and is like, there.
Look back and see Sorrel and
Do
Ty
you
in
have
the
the
exact
hiccups
same
again?
position.
Do that for a different reason.
You hear the captain yell out, Blaine there, Renee there?
I love it when he says that. It's funny.
What did he say? I didn't hear him.
Blaine there, nearly there.
I
To
thought
rhyme.
That's where we're going.
I thought he
Is
was
Blaine
like,
Dare.
Yeah.
I thought he was calling us.
In a way, yes.
Oh.
Where are we going?
Yeah, I was actually just about to say that.
Blaine Dare.
That's really
No,
weird.
but
that-
once we get there, where are we going?
like, are we supposed to just like walk
Well,
up to the guys and just
Frankie
Counselor-
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frankie's with you guys.
Frankie knows.
Counselor Jeffries, weren't it?
I thought it was Geoffrey.
I don't know who that is.
Frankie, is it Geoffrey or is it Jeffrey?
It's Geoffrey, right?
No, it's Jeffries.
Well, last night you said Geoffrey to me. It's like a steel trap up here. I wouldn't remember. I mean, I would not forget.
Well,
that.
maybe I spoke out of turn, sir. I'm very sorry.
Okay.
He's not very confident. He's like,
Don't do it again.
okay.
Sorry,
he kind of looks at everybody else for like guidance. He's like,
Frankie, there's a statement that you might want to take, and that's to relax, perhaps. And you should say that a little more often. Frankie should say
relax.
Yeah,
Okay.
to others.
Maybe get a T-shirt or something.
Yeah,
with it.
something like that. And I
Yeah.
really think that would help with your presence.
But like, should I don't do it then?
It's something you need to embody and sort of like.
Oh, wait a sec. You're Frankie? That Frankie? You've been to Hollywood?
I don't know where that is. I'm sorry, mate.
It's
It's a woodland
bard.
realm.
It's a bard thing.
Yeah.
I used to hang out with a bunch of bards.
Oh, do they play at the Dirty Dentist?
They're not from this town.
Oh, okay.
They're from the big city.
I've only been to the Dirty Dentist once, and I got a little scared.
That's fair. It's a pretty scary
It
place, to be
is, yeah.
honest. You're fine, Frankie.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just joking.
He's
I
kind of
was
like
just-
messing. He's playing with his hands, and he's just
Frankie, we appreciate how brave you were going and getting help. When we can't help ourselves, it's brave to go and find help. And I think maybe some people underestimate how tough and manly kindness is. She like looks over at Lark like,
Yeah, Millie, I know what you're saying, and I totally agree. If Vane could just get on the level with the rest of us, that'd be great. we're like speaking the same way.
does Vane hear this? You're pretty far away.
Yeah, Vane takes his dagger. He's got like, what are those things called? A kermit? The ones that have like a little finger hole on them?
Yep.
They can like loop it around. He's just like
God,
eyes down,
Yeah, nice.
staring at Dear Boy.
Oh, did you get that from the distributor Spencer? From
This?
his shop, Spencer's?
No, I made it.
As you guys have approached the docks, it's definitely the weather's calmed down a little bit. At least the sea's calmed down a little bit as it's sheltered a little bit as you're coming in towards the docks. And you dock. There's nobody waiting for you or anything like that. Nobody knows you're coming. You're just docking on 𝒉𝒂𝒏𝒄.
Where to, Frankie?
Stop doing that, Chelsea. Same.
docking.
Docking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through everything and just take out any word.
You'll never be
we're
able to
pretty
do
talented.
it. Yeah.
So this is what it's like on the other side of this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Having fun.
I actually am. I'm having a load
Except
of
usually
fun.
me making wiggly eyebrows. I don't do that to Gavin. I still do that just with you.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Because you know it'll get me, and The problem is if I get going, I'll just want to start joking around too, and we'll not get through this. Yeah. So you are now on the island of 𝒉𝒂𝒏𝒄. Off to the right, you see a village. I mean, it looks similar to the village of Hearth that you would have been through before. Nothing to write home about. This is a pretty rural kind of like, I wouldn't say run down, but it's not supposed to be magnificent. It's very much a working area. You see some people walking around, but it does kind of seem a bit dead.
Who do we see walking around? Like, what sorts of people are we seeing?
Farmers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Certainly nobody dressed well, that's for sure. Off to your left, you do see what you would assume in quite a distance away, the manor keep. You kind of seem like the top of the battlements. Hill goes up, hill comes down, but it's down in a bit of a valley kind of thing. From what you can tell, it is sort of surrounded by cliffs off to the right-hand side, quite high up, with some trees on the tops, and that looks like there's some paths that wind all the way up to this. From behind that, you'd assume from how you came in, it's probably just ocean behind the keep.
Millie wants to see, are there any farmers that are sort of like close enough to talk to?
Yeah, absolutely. There definitely is. I mean, if you start walking towards the village, for sure. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. Millie will wait for one that's sort of close enough, but not right up on them. And she's going to say, I'm just going to go over and ask directions. Just want to make sure that's the manor house.
Oh, we've got Frankie with us. Well, Frankie, is that the manor house?
Yeah, that's the manor house. But we probably should go find the mayor because he's not in that house anymore. It's overrun by the bandits.
Oh,
all right. Well, I'll go ask, since Frankie, you've been out of town, whether or not they know where the mayor most recently was.
Yeah, you approach like a younger gentleman, muddy face, like dirty hands, looks like he works every day and doesn't care about his appearance.
Well, hello. Oh, Frankie, how's it going, mate? You all right?
Oh, Millie was trying to approach Solo.
Oh, okay. He just waves at Frankie from a distance.
Hi there. I'm over with Frankie there. He's brought us over to help with some of the problems you've been having recently.
Oh, yeah. I do it myself, but I'm not a fighter.
That's all right, sugar. I just had a couple questions for you. First is, where can we find the mayor?
Oh, he's probably drunk like he always is.
Phenomenal. Where would I find that? At the tavern, or?
Yeah, he's at the local bar. It's called, when I find my it's called the Salty Farmer.
Salty Farmer.
I love making tavern names.
Second question.
Yeah.
Pharaoh gang been through here recently, or no?
What was that?
Pharaoh gang been through here recently, or no?
Oh, I don't think so.
You'd know, so that's fair. Thank you so much. Take care.
What do they look like?
Sort of like me, but with cocks.
Oh,
anyway, bye. She just walks away.
Fair. He kind of like is just stood there like, okay, because he doesn't get to talk to people very often.
No.
Yeah. He was more excited just to talk to somebody.
Aww. Later.
Yeah. At least he didn't try to hit on her.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was just having a conversation.
It's all right. We'll work on it. He's at the tavern.
Well, all right. I mean, we just spent a night in the tavern. If I have to smell that floor, I don't know how well I'll be doing. Why don't you guys take the lead, and I'll guard the door.
Why would you smell the floor?
I mean, like when they spill beer and or mead, and that smell of it's just
okay.
I'll just wait outside. I mean, I'm good at guarding doors and stuff. I've had to do it before. Like there was this one time where the cattle were going to get out.
Frankie, you said the
And Frankie's looking really nervous. He's looking around a lot right now.
Is it your wife you're worried about, Frankie?
Yeah, it is a little bit.
Vane would approach him so he doesn't have to talk so loud.
If I may.
Hi. You said
I like your hair.
Thank you. I cut it myself.
I can tell.
You said the bandits are in the manor?
In the keep, yeah, in the manor keep, yeah.
All of them, always?
Oh,
they all hang out there together?
They come out at night sometimes, and they take stuff from us, and they go to the tavern, and they steal from us. Well, I mean, we don't even have much, to be honest, but I think they're trying to just take over the island.
Who knows the most about them?
Probably the mayor.
Okay, we should go talk to the mayor.
Why are we looking for a horse?
You're stupid. The mayor.
I thought we were looking for a counselor.
It's a political position.
That was a counselor, not a drunk horse.
Councillor Jeffries, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mayor, councillor, whatever.
Anyway,
I'm so confused.
So am I. Don't worry.
Ty would duck to go into the tavern.
You're pretty far. You're pretty far away from the tavern still.
Oh, we
right
gotta
now.
still walk.
Yeah, you're still.
Ducking the hole.
He's ducked anyway.
Yeah, I mean your steps
There's
are.
gonna be a door eventually.
Yeah, you're going to find a tavern eventually. I mean, you would definitely find a tavern eventually. As you enter the village, a dwarven woman comes running up to you and says, "Frankie, my Frankie, where the bloody hell have you been?" And Frankie just freezes.
Remember, Frankie, relax.
Did he fart?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a tight one.
It's good. It's a small steps.
Clenched.
Where the bloody hell have you been? You said you're going to get... Oh, are you the help?
That'd be us.
Oh, amazing. Well, what do you need from me? I'm his wife.
Well, a bit of silence might be nice.
Oh.
We don't need to be broadcasting to everybody that we're here to take care of the bad guys.
Okay.
Relax.
Well, you can go fuck off.
I just wanted you to know what a hero your husband is.
He has been indispensable on the whole mission.
yeah, he
Frankie.
told us all about Geoffrey. We're gonna go see him pretty soon here, right after we're done talking to you folks.
And we're going to look for a drunk horse.
Is he old enough to be with you?
I'm definitely old
yeah.
enough. I recently had to shave because I had a thing with
Lass.
She takes a couple of steps back.
So when my beard's full grown, you'd be like, wow.
Does he have like a little goatee?
Yes, like a little.
like scraggly, like three or four hairs.
Well, my name's Fagon. Fagon Gautry.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Faye.
Hello, Faye.
Where did you find him?
Fine.
Where did we find at
I know he didn't find you.
the notice board where he was putting up the notice for what?
GG put us on to him.
Yeah.
Are we talking about Frank? Didn't we meet him at the tavern when we were all hammered?
That
No, we
sounds-
didn't.
Was it at my sister's tavern?
Who's your sister?
Eva.
Oh yeah, never mind. Can't cover that up then.
That's pretty Frankie. Yeah.
Did she say Eva?
She
Who's Eva?
she clips Frankie round the ear.
Listen now, there's no need to be. We do not put our hands on people we love.
Aren't you murderers?
Not
definitely.
personally.
Yeah.
Well, and then looks up at Ty. Unsure.
He looks strong.
Yes.
There you have it.
I like that. A man of few words and muscles.
Wait, but he
She
has.
kind of adjusts her blouse a little bit.
He's got a great view from like 6 feet taller.
Yeah, she's looking right at your stomach. She's she underneath this blouse, she's got a butcher's bib. It's splattered with blood, and she's wearing a loose knit sweater as well. She's got dark auburn hair, olive brown skin. Seems quite friendly to everybody but Frankie. I would have killed some of them myself. I scared some of them off if I could have done, but well, it's not really my thing. We're not really fighters around here.
Who are they?
I have no idea. Something to do with the mayor. He had a deal or something. I don't know.
A horse made a deal?
Sorrel.
Huh?
A mare.
Yeah.
Is a female horse. That's accurate.
Yeah, Councillor Jeffries, the mayor.
Okay.
Yeah. A political
You're
leader.
the counselor is a horse?
Wow.
Frankie, can I talk to you?
Sorrel, aren't you a wordsmith?
I think that
Yes.
might be why
Yeah.
he's getting confused.
I have
It's
so
like
many
he's-
words up here. I
The
have
vocabulary is astounding.
yeah.
Maybe he's doing a bit.
Well, anyway, do you want to go
Yes.
go to the mayor and maybe talk to him or?
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Awesome. You guys walk up to the salty farmer, and I think that's probably where we should take our first break before this just goes into absolute chaos.
Nervous.
Let's do it.
Oh no, I'm good now.
No, I meant me.
Oh,
We'll be right back.
meow. Hey everybody, welcome back. We just took a quick break, and we had some bubblies. and we had some of Dwayne's awesome.
Oh, you took a picture of him.
Oh my God, Dwayne! What is that? Dwayne took a photograph of me, and it looks awfully like a gimp with a taco mouth.
So accurate then.
Oh,
Speaking of Dwayne, we should give
Oh no!
Dwayne Orsler Counseling Services a quick shout out.
yeah, I might need them now.
which I definitely randomly asked ChatGPT to make it, and then I'm going to read the ad read, and I'm going to say ahead of time that I have not pre-read this.
Okay, great.
I asked it to make a fantasy-themed one. Adventurers, before you roll initiative on another day's chaos, remember that even the bravest heroes need a long rest. So venture to Dwayne Orser, counselor, and empathic sage. I thought it was no. That look. Read
is.
empathic sage
Telepathic.
and telepathic. Whether your fighter's rage is stuck on repeat, your wizard's thoughts keep crit failing their concentration checks, or your bard's confidence has taken a hefty damage dice, Dwayne wields wisdom like a +3 Vorpal sword against anxiety, granting you advantage on every wisdom save that follows. Book your session. Snag the legendary courage cookie buff and what?
You have courage cookies? I'm coming. Now I'm coming.
$12.
I'm so sold.
It's like, now you're coming?
Now I'm coming.
Book your session, snag the legendary courage cookie buff, and watch those inner demons fail their moral checks, because the greatest campaign you'll ever conquer is the one inside your own mind.
Oh.
I like that too, because the
It's nice at
Vorpal
the end.
sword, such a tie back to like your Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign with the Jabberwock.
But
Oh, that was a Wookiee.
Jabberwock.
yeah.
Yeah, they're more like. Yeah, they got like gilly things, don't they?
Gilly things they do, yeah.
Yeah. So
what?
we are back in the game, I do believe.
We are. Let me make sure I hit record. Oh, yeah, we did. Okay, good.
Yeah, that would be nice.
𝒂𝒊𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂.
Your party stood outside of the Salty Farmer right now.
Right, the tavern.
Yeah, it's still pretty gray, dull out. It's probably right now, because of how long it took to travel over. You're probably looking at like late afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like what are you guys doing? How are you feeling?
Do you mind if I... whoa, I lost my voice.
What's your problem?
It's okay. It happens to the rest of us.
I have a bit of a trick I can do. I know you guys haven't seen me do it yet, but what do you think about us spying on this Geoffrey to see if he's on the up and up before we try to start doing any kind of quest work for him, and he's not good for the gold? You know what I'm saying?
Sure, wait.
I do,
what are
yeah,
you
like getting
thinking?
paid.
Well, kind of. You didn't really say what you're saying.
Well, I can turn into different creatures. It's one of my specialities. I thought maybe I'd just turn into like a small little field mouse, squeak on in there.
Let me
and
guess.
see-
You've turned into every creature possible. You can turn into whatever creature you want. All you got to do is do it, right? That's what you're going to tell us?
Yeah, I could if I wanted to, but right now, all I could probably do because I'm dehydrated. So if I'm so not as cool as stuff right now, but I could start with a mouse right
Wow,
now.
that's so impressive.
So is that a no to the spine?
No, it's-
I think
It's a
that's
great-
Yeah, I think it's a
wonderful
great idea, but
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
a great
good.
idea.
Fantastic.
Do it.
You want to turn it into a mouse?
Let me just get a hold of Merc here for a sec. Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, there is a cat around. Well, there's actually two technically.
So
You might try a vole.
he takes off his pack and goes rummaging through it and takes out this powder that he makes, and it's made out of like different plant matter and stuff and herbs and whatnot, and rubs it together in his hands. And in his hands, you would see that he has these rune stones that begin to glow, and they have like this greenish sort of glow about them. And as he rubs them together, the aura around his hands get bigger and bigger and bigger.
my.
And then he blows into his hands, and it makes like this poof of like this, almost like a smoke of the material.
Yep.
And as he walks through it, everybody would see his body like literally just, and he like disappears into this tiny little mouse as the mist of this just sort of like flitters away. It kind of like squeaks up at everybody and skitters towards skitters towards. look at that old turd trail. He definitely leaves a bunch of shit.
He must have rolled with fear.
Millie doesn't say anything and she's holding perfectly still, but her pupils are as expanded as they get and her eyes are going crazy.
What are her ears and tail doing?
Yeah.
That's the tell.
She makes this like little chittering noise and she's like, so sorry. That was very impressive.
Yeah, and can you, do you think you can still sort of like speak common when you're in the mouse form?
Yeah, it says like when I am in beast form, I can understand and I can still speak common.
Oh, I love that.
So is your voice just like 7 octaves higher? Because
we're gonna need to hear that.
Like that big.
So yeah, you kind of scuttle up towards the front door of the tavern.
I believe he said he shittled.
Yeah,
You shittle up to the toilet, and you find a little sort of like a crack that would be big enough for you to fit through. And as you come in, everything obviously looks quite huge to you. It's a small pub. It's homely. The vibe is very warm and welcoming. There's lots of arts on the wall from like local artists, pictures of the local landscape, sheep, farmers, etc. Kind of just really on point with where you're at. It is warm, but there seems to be a little bit of a...
Chelsea's not going to make it.
Yeah, Chelsea's...
Was it the shittling? Is that what got you?
Chelsea needs a second because she's going to shittle herself.
The more I thought about it.
It's pretty funny. So you're inside, and
I mentioned he like kind of like tries to find, like the rafters, like old taverns. He's like skittering along those. Yeah. You have no problem. Nobody seems to pay any attention to you. They're all quite focused on their drinks. The vibe that you get from people, even though it's a warm feeling pub, but the vibe of the people is kind of like a little downtrodden feeling. Most of the people just seem to be staring into their drinks. They look exhausted. Like you can see dark rings under eyes. You can see that they're not doing so well. How many are...
Chelsea's really still having a hard time. I can't believe the shittling is still going on.
How many people are in there? I'm assuming I see Geoffrey.
Around about 6. Well, you don't know what he looks like.
Oh, okay. Can I guess? Like, do I see does someone strike me as mayor material versus like farmer material?
Like mayor council, you mean?
Yeah.
Or a horse.
Is there a horse in there somewhere?
Yeah, he's sorry, there's somebody slumped over on the bar.
Oh.
And their head is just down on the bar, and they're kind of like crossed over arms are just kind of like resting their head on there. They're certainly the better dressed person in the room. A lot of velvet clothing. Let me just pull up my NPCs here.
Alrighty.
Yeah, you see like a sort of rotund human male, and as you kind of like you get more of an angle, so you run across another rafter, you can see more of his face now, and he looks like he's passed out. He's got this sort of fuzzy mustache adorning his face. It's really like poofed out, and probably because of like he's been sleeping on his face. He has coarse gray hair. He's wearing a floppy velvet hat, and it has a dirty old feather sticking out of it. Yeah, you see that sort of person. Nicer shoes. Certainly doesn't look like a local farmer.
Okay. So there's a couple other, like, say, farmers in there. Him at the bar specifically. Is there a barkeep or a barmaid? Or
yeah. There's a human lady behind the bar.
Okay.
She just looks kind of not distraught, but like sick of some shit that's going down here right now.
Yeah.
Wants to make more sales. Kind of like looks eager to like. She can see some people that stood outside right now, and she kind of keeps, bobbing her head around to see who they are. Doesn't recognize them, obviously, and yeah.
All right.
So the only vibe you sort of get.
I will head back out towards everybody.
Cool.
And perch myself up on Vane's shoulder.
With the cat.
I will not go onto Vane's shoulder. I'll actually go up.
So that's your first death roll, I think.
Onto Ty's shoulder, so I'm really tall.
Wow.
Cool. And are you going to stay in mouse form?
I think so. Actually, no, because it wouldn't make sense on what I want us to do. So I'll come out and I'll change back into normal form.
On his shoulder.
No. I'll jump off.
Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure. There's nothing wrong with that. He's a giant. I mean, like, you could be on his shoulder for sure. Whether he likes that or not is different.
Well, there's it's a sad state of affairs in there, I must say. I think I can see the mayor, or whoever this man is, seems to be passed out the bar. I don't know how much help he's going to be for the group of us.
I could have showed you who the mayor is.
Wait, hold on. What I do notice, though, is everybody in there seems to be down on their luck. Could use a little bit of the Thai experience, if you know what I mean. A little bit of energy brought back to the place. I say maybe before we go in there all business, why don't we just all go in there and have a bit of a drink, see if we can liven up the place and learn a bit about what the hell's going on here. I think it would increase the likelihood of success on our part.
Because we were hired to kill bandits, not be the cheer-up crowd.
Well, but who's going to more likely give us the information we need if they are connected to these
Okay, fine,
bandits?
but I'm not having fun.
Me neither. That's why we're bringing in Ty. I'm still hungover. If you guys serve me a drink, I'm going to throw up in your pocket.
I rolled a natural 1, so I'll absolutely allow you to go in there and party this place up if you want to.
While he's saying this, Millie has definitely like kind of snuck up behind him and is smelling him to see if he still smells like a mouse.
Do I get to see? Can I see if I notice?
Can I roll a counter? Should I roll a stealth
Instinct?
Yeah, so that would be
or a maneuver? I guess
Finesse.
Yeah, I think so.
finesse
Or agility.
Agility.
Yeah.
Oh, 5, 6,
With?
7 with hope.
Okay, give yourself a hope.
16 with
jeez.
fear. She is really worried he's going to be delicious and what she might do with that.
I am now max fear again.
So what do y'all think? I mean, it's just one of my ideas. We don't have to do it, but it looks pretty sad in there. If I've ever seen a sad pub, it's that one.
I think if we go in there and perhaps liven up the town a little bit, they might be a little more amiable towards us. We are strangers to them. So perhaps I am not disagreeable to this course of action.
Well, and I'm sure in your experience, being the wordsmith that you are in some of these taverns, the happier people tend to be, the more they like to talk.
Exactly. And talk to us, and perhaps if we endear ourselves to them and things go wrong with these ruffians, perhaps they might be willing to assist us, perhaps. If
Well, I
we've
mean,
ingratiated ourselves to them.
I probably won't need any assistance, but that's a good idea.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I myself am not much of a fighter. I would
Right.
take all the assistance I could get.
Well,
Are we doing this? Are we doing this?
Wait,
Are we going to go? Are we going to do this?
Yeah.
Wait.
I
Before we go in, I have one more question for Lark.
Oh,
Was there a horse in there?
No.
Oh,
No, I
no, I
didn't
was
see
just
no
checking.
horse.
I was
Yeah.
just
Oh, we
checking.
clearly have the wrong place then.
Well, I mean, there was farmers, so I mean, they might have horses. I actually went to a farmer's house one time.
All right, I'm going to go in and
You guys burst through the front door.
I think like Sorrel's going to try and act as like the herald of Ty. Behold, farmers and peasantry, your day of time has come. Behold, the giant of good times, the behemoth of boogie.
Fuck off.
He's going to use his spell Enrapture.
Okay. They got one fuck off in.
Yeah. I have to make a spell casting roll. I don't actually know what I add to that or if it's just flat. It's an 18 with hope, though.
Okay, absolutely. Give yourself a hope, and you.
Nice.
And I'm priming the pump for Ty to come in and
I'd say you absolutely succeed on that.
perfect.
Yeah.
So Ty, in the daytime, he's kind of like a childhood entertainer in the town that he's at. So he goes in. So he goes into.
Terrifying.
Just got to make some notes here.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Dwayne's backstory just rolls out behind him.
Yeah.
So he goes in kind of. He goes in kind of.
Oh my god. Okay.
Never getting through this game.
Do it.
He goes in and he kind of starts slapping his leg, like on his hands on his pants or whatever, and he kind of gets a bit of a rhythm going. And then after he gets his rhythm going, he's going to start to slap his feet, like slap the backs of his soles.
I'm feeling very Disney right now.
Yeah. And then he's going to see if he can pick up some spoons off the table and start playing some spoons.
And you're like just dancing around table to table, full motion, trying to get people going. Nobody, even though they're enraptured, gives a shit. They're as raptured as much as a completely clinically depressed person could be.
Tough crowd.
Vane walks
And then
in
all of a sudden
behind
you
him.
kind of see like maybe one shoulder goes a little bit.
Can you roll like a performance or something? See if he, what if he crits?
if the person's moving their shoulder,
Roll against me right now.
Roll for sadness.
Hold on, before he rolls, can I make a help roll somehow?
Yeah, you can absolutely help him. Yeah.
I'm gonna swing in with him, and while he's like doing the spoons and stuff, I'm gonna go to the bar counter and try to like match his rhythm. Like,
Spend a hope to do that.
all right, I'm gonna spend a hope, and then I get to roll a d6 for your benefit.
Yes.
4 on top of whatever you roll.
so is it like what did you say that I was rolling? Like what would be that? Like it's a performance? Or
Yeah, it's a performance. So you'll be doing presence.
presence. So that's a 0, and I've got 8 on the dice with hope.
Oh, and then my
0.
4, so 12.
So 12.
Okay.
Oh, plus 0, he means like on
plus
his
0. Mod.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what?
I rolled a 0.
Yeah, absolutely. The shoulders start to go a little bit more, and they're starting to kind of come around a little bit. They're fucking hell.
I start tapping a little closer to drunk guy or the mayor to see if I can wake him up. But I'm like drumming. I'm like moving my way down the bar.
Oh, okay. I like that.
I like your hooves are almost like tap dancing shoes a little bit.
Oh yeah, behind them. Going, click, 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 click.
Polyrhythms going.
And so Ty also knows that if when kids when they're kind of a little standoffish, but they do start moving a little bit, he's just gonna grab the person's hand and then bring him up and just do a little dance with him as well.
Okay, it's a very small pub, but yeah, I'll allow this to happen. You're kind of like you're using the space that you have as well as you can.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love that.
Vane
Really
starts
has
singing
go-
Happy
okay.
Birthday because it's the only way he knows how to have fun.
It's like happy
Birthday to you.
This sounds like the most overstimulating pub ever at this point.
You hear somebody in the background go, "Thanks."
Ty sends a couple of beer over to that guy.
Yeah, the barkeep who's now looking very excited that you're here, clapping. She's clapping her hands and she's like,
Hell yeah.
she's watching.
Millie
Hey.
goes and perches herself up on the bar,
Absolutely.
but she's sort of like feet on the stool beside the mayor. So she's like right there for when he wakes up.
One thing you notice right away when you do this, because I'm assuming, again, with the way you're a little bit more, you perceive, like it's different in this game, but you know what I mean? You're passive look-arounds, perception.
My passive
I'm trying not to say
looky-loos.
perception. You notice this beautiful warhammer mounted on the back of the bar, and it looks like it has dried-ish fresh blood on it.
Does the barkeep look like she can wield this?
Yes.
Yes. Millie's gonna lean over with like kind of a cheeky smile on her face, and she's gonna say, "You look like a awfully strong woman. Might I presume that hammer up there is yours?"
Why, yes, it is, yes.
Oh, sounds like maybe there's a story behind that.
Well, I spent a lot of years using this warhammer, but not so much anymore. And it's at this moment you realize she's, even though she was kind of moving a little bit, she's maybe not as able-bodied as she could be right now.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's mighty impressive. I'm sure you have a good few stories if ever you feel like sharing.
Well, one of those bandits came in the other night, and as you can probably see, I might not be able to move like I used to, but I swung this thing right around the bar and smashed that little fucker right in the face.
Well, wonderful. Any concerns that they might be coming back for any retribution, or?
They come in, they come out. I've
I've been on walks. I've seen them take a boat out of the harbor, but not the one that the regular folks use, the one behind the keep. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe emptying the manor.
Oh, useful information. Any hints about how to wake this guy up?
Give him a slap around the head. I don't know. I'm to tell you the truth, I'm more than discouraged that this man is supposed to be helping run our little community. Not really a great counselor or a mayor.
Any hints for someone who'd be a good replacement down the line?
I couldn't help you. I'm sorry.
Well, anyone's probably better than this. All right. Well, I won't wake him up right now. We'll wait till the performance is done, and then we'll see what the crew wants to do.
And she kind of just like starts looking at Ty again.
Ty's got the guy with the birthday. He's like swinging him all the way around. Kind of around.
Doing the helicopter, but with him. A little bit of puke comes out of his mouth and just kind of sprays the wall.
Oh God, that triggers Lark. He runs outside. You run
outside?
yeah.
Okay.
100% I do. If someone puked in outside, or puked in there, he's like, no, I gotta go outside. I'll be right back.
Millie's got her eye on him, but doesn't go to follow.
Okay. Perfect.
Sorrel's going to come up to the bar next to Millie. So, where's the horse?
I think that maybe what's going on is people are having a hard time saying the word mayor. Mayor.
Oh, and like his face just visibly disappointed. Mayor.
Mayor.
Why didn't anybody say that?
I'm not sure. People these days don't know how to use their words.
Enunciate with the Queen's English.
Precisely.
Is there a queen?
There is now. Write it in.
Now.
Take a note.
Jesus, okay.
Remember 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒈, Queen 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒈. That's what it's Queen
Yeah. What are you folks doing?
How out is the mayor guy appear to be?
He's heavy breathing, rhythmically. He's pretty out. I'd say he's slumped.
Madam, may I have a glass of
Yes?
water, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was just going to immediately, like, right onto the mayor or the counselor.
My God, what are you doing?
Did he wake up?
I'm not there.
What are you doing?
Millie grabs him by the chin and is like,
Oh God!
hi, we're here to help.
You're right. What's
Yep.
going on? He's out of it.
I don't think he's going to be of particular use to us.
Oh, what do you need me for?
We're here to help. We need you to sober up enough to tell us how we can help.
The bandits.
Yes.
Well, fuck. I made a deal. I made a bad deal. It's a bad deal. I'm sorry.
What was the
Pray
deal?
tell.
Well,
Keep going.
they said they were going to be able to bring me some.
Another glass of water to the face.
Stop. Okay, I was trying to make a deal for some riches with them. They were going to bring stuff for my manor. I like to collect trinkets. As soon as I fucking let them through the gates, it was over.
Right. Just another question. If you were to feel threatened by a local, say they were looking to take your place, who would you feel threatened by? Phenomenal.
That's great news.
Millie drops his head into the table again.
He happily passes out again. His hat kind of tumbles off his head a little bit, and you see like the balding of his head on the back, and he's just got this little bit of grey grizzled hair around him. He's
a
done.
floppy hat with a feather in it.
That's right.
Millie's taking that.
Perfect. You cut 2 little slits into it and place it on your head and
It
stick
looks
your
very good on you.
Thank you
stick
so
and
much.
stick your ears through it.
Barkeep here. Could we get just one more drink of water here for him?
Yes, absolutely.
And what was your name?
My name. I've got to look at my computer. Give me 1 second.
Sounds good.
I suspect that there's something to do with those riches and boats and
Probably.
they're putting 2 and 2 together.
The glass of water arrives, and Millie stares at it for a very long time,
My name-
slowly edging it closer and closer to the end of the counter.
my name's Aubrey Washcloth.
Mayor Washcloth sure has a good sound to it.
You know, I've never really thought about it. Wow, you're quite encouraging. And
Millie
your
finally
friend-
knocks the glass of water on the ground. It looks very
my.
satisfied.
Sorrel grabs it with his foot with the opposable thumbs on it.
And does it hit the ground?
I think Sorrel's going to try and like grab it before it hits the ground. But
Give me a agility, and it's going to be a DC 20.
DC 20. It's a 15 with hope.
Wow.
Yeah, so Mark of Hope, you just miss it because you didn't really think she was actually going to do this. And smash, and as soon as it smashes, the mare kind of comes up off the bar for 1 second, and then puts his head back
Millie's
down.
tail is twitching. She's very pleased.
Yeah. Awesome.
Cool.
It's at this point, Lark, you're outside. Mm. And a young lad walks up to you and says, hey, I heard you guys are here to help out.
Fresh air around here, ain't it? He takes a deep breath.
Like, word is definitely getting around. And you've noticed now also, small village. There's a bit of a crowd forming.
And who told you that?
Well, I mean, it's been everybody's talking about it, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, well...
Hi, I'm Martin.
Martin, my name's Lark. I'm the one that brought everybody here to deal with this. They're with me.
Okay, yeah.
We're gonna take care of that there problem.
Brilliant, yeah.
You let them know that old Lark has got it under wraps.
Do you want to know how to get in there?
Yeah.
You don't know already?
Well, I mean, I have some ideas, but any more ideas could be helpful in us doing it, dealing with it a little faster.
Okay, yeah. Come this way. He just runs off.
Fuck. He follows.
What are you doing? Because you would notice.
Yeah. Millie's going to say...
He's outside.
she's not going to say to him. She's going to say to the others, all right, we got to go. Looks like Locke's being lured. Then she's gonna take off at top speed for her.
Cool.
Yeah.
You wind through a few like rickety looking old shack houses in there, and you end up at kind of outside of a fence, and there's a little like looks like a storage room kind of thing, not like a room, but like a little mini warehouse.
Okay.
It's nothing special. There's hay outside. There's some like old wheels and stuff, like a bunch of broken down stuff. But you hear a bunch of clattering going on inside. And Martin's like, "Come this way. You got to meet my friend."
There's hay out here.
Yeah, we're in farmland, man.
Oh, right. And who's your friend? Who we meeting up here? Do they know where these guys are?
Yeah, Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown. All right. Well, let them know that Locke is coming in, and I'll be right in there. Right.
Well,
after.
they're already. So Millie's already following down. You already see Millie trotting up the street. Is it the rest of you follow as well, or
Yeah. They did. Yeah.
If Lark sees them coming, he goes in sooner. He's like, I need to be the one that is like putting together this deal.
Okay. As you walk in, you see a tall, skinny man with like a shocking white hair. And he quickly is just like, and he just like grabs a bunch of stuff and like covers something up really quickly. And you don't know what he's covering up. And there's a lot of really strange shit in there that you've never seen before. As a person that, even delves a little bit into magic, you think these are magical items and you don't know what's going on. But, wait, Martin, why did you bring him here?
Well, name's Locke. I'm the one leading this initiative.
I mean, we were already doing it earlier, so we might as well just keep going.
Go back. We're the I'm the one leading this here initiative to deal with them bandits causing troubles for everybody around here. Just wondering how I can help y'all.
Right. Well, you want to know how to get in?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I got some ideas.
Are you guys following in this building yet?
Yeah, Millie would, especially if she didn't have eyes on Lark anymore.
What do you notice in this building?
Well, that's a great question. What am I noticing in this building?
Same sort of thing. This guy is now frantically running around covering things up with what seem like big sheets of canvas to you.
Phenomenal. She's going to wait till he's at the opposite end of one room, and then she's going to flip the canvas back off of one of them.
You see a very strange metal-looking cart.
Ooh.
Right. You want to
Is there a logo on
this?
Does it say DMC?
Are you asking? Are you asking?
Yeah.
Come out sideways like this, like wings. Martin,
None of your business. He just pulls it back down over it. Get these people out of here.
Right.
does the term flux capacitor mean anything to you?
He kind of like starts shuffling everybody back out. You haven't even made it there yet because you've still been like dancing and you
He
kind
would
of
have danced out the door.
yeah
and
you're
just-
kind of making up the street.
Yeah.
As you get like pushed out there. Sorry, I just really wanted to do that. Martin explains to you that there is this a way of getting into the building through these new flying machines that they've been working on. Essentially, he runs back into the building and comes back out and shows you these very small paragliders. They've got like animal skins stretched over them, and he tells you that you can use these to jump off a cliff and fly into the keep.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, me and my family do a lot of traveling. I've seen something like this before, and I've definitely done something like that. I mean, it was a little different, and there was maybe like some more string attachments and stuff. But I mean, we could give it a go. I don't know how the rest of the crew is going to be able to handle it, but
What are you guys doing?
It seems like an awfully risky way of getting over a gate.
I feel like we could find a different way.
I mean, I'm pretty comfortable with climbing cliffs and stuff, but I don't know about the flying thing.
Can we just sneak in?
But I'm wondering.
This is what the building would look like right here.
Oh,
all right.
Oh, that's easy.
well, you're almost as tall as the fence, the wall.
I'll just
around
step over
it.
the fence.
Pretty tall walls, pretty big.
Like how big?
Those would be all the walls around it were probably about 20 feet tall. It's
Well, but
quite a large building.
You're halfway to 20 feet, and you could give me a good launch, and I am shockingly agile.
And I'm a very good climber.
I've got rope between the.
If you
three
don't
of
need
us.
my help, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, peace, Martin.
I
We'll
mean,
come
like,
find-
you just stick around here in case, we do require you at a later date.
come see you and the professor if we need you.
I believe he's a doctor.
can I use one of them glider things?
Yeah. You want to try it?
Yes.
Perfect. So he passes you over a glider.
All right.
You now have a glider.
You're just giving those things away?
He's like looking eagerly. He's kind of like, yeah.
Well, one second, I take free stuff too.
Yeah, I know. It's sure gliders for everybody.
I figure that.
Okay, wait. I gotta go see how many I got. And he just runs off again.
I'm just gonna head up to the roof and get prepared to.
Well, wait for me. I'll launch you. I can throw you.
You could technically launch off of his shoulders just to get like a little feel for how it works.
Oh, I just like to
I know how these
airplane 'em.
work. I don't need to get a feel for it.
Okay. I don't even know how many dice to roll for that.
All right, Ty, let's do it.
How close are we to this big manor building? Like,
So when you came in, like,
Throwing distance.
no, when you came, like,
airplane.
when you came in, as I explained, you came off the docks. Like the village was quite close to you to the right, and to the left, you kind of saw the top of that tower that I showed you,
Okay.
and it was pretty far away, but it looked like it dipped down a bit of a hill. It's a bit of a walk. It is getting quite dark out now.
I mean, they also said they leave the keep at nighttime.
We could take the
I
key
think
back.
we should just like go stake it out.
Okay, well, let's bring some of
What
these
if they only
sweet
have two
gliders.
guards? I mean, we could bring the gliders.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, and then if they leave, we go in, we fuck up the tower, and then we just get the
Ambush
people when they come in.
Yeah.
What if we
a good
practice
idea.
with the gliders?
You really, really want to launch Lark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, hang on to this, and he gives him half his rope, and he's gonna like see if he can actually, twirl it all out off
Like a
building.
kite?
You're big. You're not that big. Like he's still a 5'5". You're what 7? What were
9.
you?
We said
9
9.
feet tall.
9
Jeez,
feet.
you're pretty big. Yeah. I'll let you.
Fly.
I'll let you do it, but it's gonna be a DC 20.
Can I? Is there a way I can assist him? Like,
I would also like to assist
Be
with
light.
this.
Do you want to try and do like a team roll?
Oh, tag
Yeah.
team! Back again.
Of all the times we're going to use it, it's now.
How is everybody helping?
Lark is taking all the heavy stuff out of his bag, which is like rocks and stuff like that. Rocks. He just carries a lot of stuff to make it look like he has supplies, but he does.
A literal toddler. Just
We'll call yours finesse.
Okay.
Melena is
And not everybody has to help. Just you don't have to do the full group. But
Yeah,
it's up to
Vane
you
is
guys.
not.
Yeah. Okay.
Melena is like helping to like check all the ropes and do all that. She's pretty good with like horses and stuff. So she's just checking everything's like harnessed in properly.
Okay. Perfect. I love that.
Sorrel has his notebook out and quill because he knows one way or
I think
the
we're
other.
going to call that finesse as well.
This will be a good story, one way or the other. He's taking notes. He's not helping,
Right.
but this will be a good story to tell at a bar.
Okay. We'll call that presence.
All right.
And then I'm gonna just
And yours is strength.
strength,
Yeah.
just grunt.
So you got to get a DC 20.
Vane goes and shoulders up to
Yours is a 10. Yours is a 10, and yours is a 10. So you got to beat 10, and you got to beat
17 with hope.
Perfect. Give yourself a hope.
Failed with fear.
And how does that look for you? You're only taking things out of your pockets and stuff. So like, what's the big?
I think he's still with his hangover.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he's like, now that Ty starts spinning him around, he's like starting, like the world's starting to do the bends, And I'm just like, oh, this was probably not a good idea.
So we got 1.
I failed with fear.
Oh. So we got -2 to whatever you roll and +1.
Did you have a flashback to being spun around also?
There's no open windows.
What'd you roll, Dwayne?
I got a 13 with hope.
Oh, okay. So give yourself a hope, and then -2 from that, and then
Can I
+1.
can I use a hope, or do I have to do that before? Okay.
Yeah, you can't
can't
use
do it on your own roll.
You can't use it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. No, it's fine. You swing him around, and he's not looking so good. He gets a real green around the gills kind of look to him. And as you let go, how are we going to do this? You fly through the air. For a moment, you actually feel okay. You're like, oh, even though your guts are really turning. And then you just slam into the side of a building, and you're going to take 1 hit point and mark 1 stress.
Oh, nice. Sorrel was right. There's no windows.
You kind of like do like the hit, and then just like slide down the side of it. And you end up like landing in a bunch of crates and cow dung and shit like that.
Hey, it sounded like Ty's eyelid.
Did he actually fly though?
For a brief moment, yeah.
Just because you threw him so hard.
Anything flies when you throw it that hard.
But I was just wondering, like with the thing on his back.
Yeah,
right?
you did notice a catch flight for sure.
Okay, that's what we wanted to know. So he catches flight.
He does, but don't we just want to sneak in?
We could do that too.
It's going to take
While all this is happening in the background, you just hear somebody yell, "Great Scott!" And you don't know why.
You must have produced a lot of power. I would say at least 4.2 gigawatts.
What are you talking about?
Nobody gets me in this party.
Yeah.
Can we just go hide out and then sneak in once
Yeah,
it gets
let's go
dark? Once
sneak
they
the
leave.
thing and
I mean, there's reality. The chances are that everybody's not going to leave that place, so we might have to be willing to take care of a few as soon as we go in. But
I agree, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Vane. I think that's been the good idea all along.
So you want to traipse over there and just kind of like see if you can keep an eye on the place.
Not
Should we,
traipse, sneak? Sneak through the woods.
Should we?
Oh, you want to sneak through the woods? So do you want to go up to the cliff edge still to kind of keep an eye on it?
What if I used our gliders as getaways?
It's pretty open right now. It's in a bit of an open field. There's some trees around the building, but there's a cliff next to it where there's some trees and like it's a bit higher up.
Vane is of the Ridgeborn community.
Sure.
So he is means you've called the rocky peaks and sharp cliffs of the mountainside your home. You have advantage on rolls to traverse dangerous cliffs and ledges. So he would be very comfortable with doing that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you basically just fucking run up that small mountain. It's about 30 feet tall. Bit of a sheer drop on it. You just parked up there. What's happening?
Yeah, what's happening? I imagine he's going to be sitting there for a while, waiting for the suns to fall.
Yeah, and they are going down right now. It is definitely getting darker.
So
you do notice somebody walking on the top of the keep. You do notice like there's just one guard up there, just kind of walking back and forth, checking things out. Kind of goes back into the.
What is there anything like that I would notice about the guards? Is there any like history that I might pick up from them?
They don't look.
Do I know who they are?
They don't look overly
what
like
faction they are.
Heavily armored. You don't tell any faction or anything like that from them. They don't even look that like hard to take on from you. Like, you know what I mean?
Kind of run of the mill baddies.
Yeah, like just
criminals.
Just criminals. Like these aren't like hardened thugs that have like, you know, seen war. You know what I mean? These are just like plebs.
I think he would just hang out and try and pick up as much intel as far as watching movement around inside the house or the building, and then as they start to depart, if they do, he would go down and communicate everything he learned to his party people.
While he's doing this, Melena's going to go to a nearby tree, like really close to the path, or to
Absolutely.
She's going to cast Nature's Tongue.
Okay.
I can speak the language of the natural world. When I want to speak to plants and animals around me, I make an instinct roll, and on a success, they give me the information I want to, that they know that I want to know. Let me see what I roll, and then I can read you, because there is, if it succeeds, if it fails, but...
And there are some like trees within the keep as well, just, you know.
Perfect. But I'm not in the keep, so I don't... We're outside the keep still.
Yeah.
Because we haven't gone
But if
in
you can
yet.
like connect to them, like I don't know how that would
I think
work.
it's like I can speak. I wouldn't want to be going, hey, tree. So
You just tell me how it works.
yeah, I'll just talk to, like, I figure it's conversational. So I don't know, but I'm going to say it's probably conversational. So she's just going to walk past Lark to a nearby tree and start chatting at it. Are we going to say that's cocked?
We're calling it a DC 10.
Sean, would you say cocked? Cocked, okay. 8. It's a instinct. 9. I am going to do... There's something I can do too, though.
And you put an experience in? Does any of your experiences work for that?
Potentially. I have a smoothing ruffled feathers, essentially if I'm schmoozing. So if I...
Yeah, I would allow that.
How long's
So
a
you
tree
got-
like you being in
Yeah,
a
no,
place like
I'd say
this?
that. Yeah, I would say that. You're kind of like
Okay.
making it feel comfortable around you.
Okay, and that's expending a hope there?
Yep.
Okay, so then she would say to it, she'd say, now surely a beautiful tree like you has seen all sorts of wonderful things around here. All the comings and goings of that keep over there.
Yes.
How many people are hanging out in there?
People.
How many 2 legs are hanging out in there?
6.
6. Only 6. We were told there were 20. Where's the rest?
Don't know.
Because they've only come out on this pathway. Any shiny things, sharp things, or dangerous things coming and going on carts? Anything you want? Like a drink or anything? Cool. It's nice talking to you.
Yes. You seem lovely.
Oh, thank you so much. You know, my friend Lark should spend some time talking to you. You know how to talk to a lady. All right, I'm going to let you go now. Okay. Take care. Bye.
Imagine Lark was like just about to take like a leak while you guys were having this conversation. He's like peeing behind the tree.
Please tell your friend to stop pissing on me.
Lark, my friend here, they've asked if you could stop urinating on their roots.
Well, I was just trying to water them.
They
I
said
figure
they're
I'm trying to
plenty
do this.
quenched.
All right. Oh,
Branch hits him in the face.
That's what you got.
Oh, God. All right.
The tree said there's only... Well, she'll wait, actually, I guess, till Vane comes back.
Vane, I think Vane came down.
Yeah, Vane
Okay.
came back.
Tree says that they've only seen 6. Nothing sharp, shiny, or dangerous coming to and from, but that makes me think, though, we heard mention that there was 20 here, unless our friend Frankie's wrong, and also that they see boats coming to and from the back.
Unless unless they're saying it's 20 and then they want us to think that, so nobody's just going to go walking up to deal with the 6.
Very possible, too.
Chances are, with places fancy as this, there might be a tunnel out of there too.
Rather we assume there's more people in there than assume there's less.
You hear that there is a running stream. There's definitely running water close by. You don't actually see it right away, but yeah, for vein that was up at the top, you can kind of see at the back of the building. You kind of caught a glimpse of some running water.
Well, if there's only 6 people, you said that was as many as you could handle, Lark. So I think the rest of us are off the hook, right?
Lark's eyes dart around. Yeah. Well, I mean, I could go up to the doors and just see if they want to give up, or otherwise I'll have to deal with them. But if you guys want to go and investigate around back and see if you can sneak in to give them the surprise in case there is more.
Well, that's what I was thinking, too, is that if we send you, then us new adventurers won't learn anything.
Well, yeah, I mean, and if you got the sneak up on them, you could learn that tactic. It's an important one to, kind of get down.
What do you call it?
I call that the sneak in.
Sneak in. Phenomenal.
May I make a recommendation? Not that I don't trust your prowess.
I don't.
And how close are you guys to this building right now?
We're not right up against it.
Wherever the
we're
tree
not-
was.
We're standing at the base of the tree.
Yeah, you're pretty close.
It smells like heat.
Perhaps someone with your renown as a warrior would be able to stealth in, and I'm a little bit better of a talker than I am a fighter, so I may be able to provide at least somewhat of a distraction at front.
Yeah. I mean, I could guide the rest. Well,
Of course, you're fearless. I will wait for you to come fetch me. Of course, I won't go wandering off alone.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we could do the sneak in. I guess I could guide the rest of them.
Sneaking would be good, but plan for the.
This guy's not sneaking in anywhere.
I have a feature I just read.
Okay.
It's called Get In and Get Out. It's not unlike Sneak
Sounds
In.
like the sneak in.
That's actually what I meant. It's called a get in.
Get in, get out.
It says spend a hope to ask the GM for either a quick or inconspicuous way into or out of a building or structure you can see. The next roll you make that capitalizes on this information has advantage.
You wouldn't be able... I'm just going to let you know now, right where you guys are right now, you would not be able to see anything, but you are more than welcome to walk the perimeter.
But what about when I was up on
I
the...
would say, yeah.
You still couldn't... You could see the front door. Like the Bailey...
Well, you
leading
could
into
see
the Bailey.
the top as well, because you could see the guard walking around and
But
everything.
but you guys don't fly, so...
We don't
But it
yet.
said ask the GM for a quicker, inconspicuous way into or out of.
Not that
And
you
then-
can see. I mean, it's within reason. If you can't see one, you can't see one. But that's what I'm saying. If you could, as the ground right now, I would allow you to walk around the grounds quick, like on the outside, to see.
I
if
could
you
ask.
can see.
I could ask the tree.
Yes.
Do you know of a quick
you
or
again.
inconspicuous way to get in or out of this?
To get in and out of what?
Out of the keep here.
Oh.
The GM needs to tell Tash.
Perhaps when you were, a little nut flying in the wind.
What are the roots of the other trees tell your roots? All that rooting around down there.
There is an entrance around the back of the keep that the tree would know about because it talks to the bushes around the back of the keep, and you have to follow the river down a little bit. There's a bit of a cliff to climb down.
The tree has been talking to the bushes and says that if we follow the moisture, we'll find our way around the back.
I did see a river from up top, or some sort of waterway.
Sorry.
But
He just burped again.
Bleat.
Bleat that out.
Should we all go?
Around back.
Around back.
Why do you keep doing that?
It's all right.
So you guys make your
It's the
way.
hiccups, I think.
You guys make your way. We're really speeding this up. But you guys making your way. I mean, I gave you flying machines to get into the fucking.
We didn't want the flying machines. They
Just trying to speed it up. I'm just really cognizant of time.
Sounds too dangerous.
That's all right. We got 13 more sessions.
Yeah.
Not for this part, we don't.
Yeah, well, I guess we go around back and we'll meet Sorella or Sorrel out front.
Yeah, sounds great.
All right.
Fantastic.
You
Well,
split.
well,
So you
follow-
split in the party.
Yeah.
Splitting the party.
Okay, no problem.
You're going solo? You comfortable?
Sure.
Should I stay with you?
Maybe you should take someone that's not good at sneaking. And his eyes drift over towards
Actually, this works in well. Yes, tie with me.
I'm a fantastic sneaker.
I know, but
I feel like you'd probably be great at tiptoeing.
I'm a huge tiptoer.
I'm
Okay,
just
so
worried that
let's deal with the 3 people at the back first.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know. It might be 4 people in the back. We're trying to figure it out.
I'm just worried that your eye might get dry back there trying to sneak past. Now you have plenty of time to blink.
Too much time around back, you could get pink eye.
Okay, I'll go through the front door.
Vane's 3/4 of the way to the back.
Before you guys can even get the front door, the gates open, and a couple of people come strolling out of that towards the village.
Oh, great. Just let him go.
Okay.
And we're going around back?
We're going around back.
All right. Vane.
You hear the gates close like loudly behind them.
Okay.
Vane, you better wait up. I need to show you where we're going. But you can keep going. It's fine. I'll just follow to make sure that you're going the right way.
Oh my god.
They're both going, and Millie's like, according to the tree, because she's the one who heard it.
Just so you guys know, I'm not doing a whole episode of being inside of this keep.
What is it? It's going to be what's going to be.
We're in the keep. Now what?
All right, so we find
Wait,
the
can I
river,
use-
we find the way around back.
Can I use the spell just for fun to get us in the keep faster?
Do it.
Yeah.
It's called Gifted Tracker. When you are tracking a specific creature, which we'd know, or group of creatures based on the signs of their passage, which we'd also know, you can spend any number of hope and ask the GM that many questions from the following list. I can ask, what direction did they go? How long did they pass through? What were they doing in this? What were they doing in this location? How many of them were there? And when you encounter your creatures you've tracked in this way,
This is a cheat card.
I gain a +1 bonus to your evasion against them.
That's good.
I'm going to use generally the direction they were going to give us like guidance through, like to get into the keep.
Okay, yeah,
like
sure.
now that we found like
You
this
guys
hidden
come up to
entrance.
like you follow the water along and you kind of hug the side of the keep as you're coming along the like battlement walls, and you notice that the water starts to drop down off another ledge essentially, and there's a very small waterfall, and it seems to hit a flat like a plateau and then waterfall again.
Cool.
As you look down, what you would know from this is you see a path that is like on that plateau, like it kind of winds into something you can't see, but what you would assume is some sort of entrance.
Cool.
It doesn't go under the water; it's kind of like right beside it, and it's kind of hidden between the rocks, but you do see it,
As
and you
Lark,
know people have gone that way.
as Lark is like scouting in here, he's like looking back so that he knows Millie and Vane see him.
Yeah.
But he's just like continuing to go, like kind of gesturing to follow. But he like sneaks in. He's trying to be stealthy.
Well, I'm gonna get like a DC 10 agility check from everybody to come down the cliffside right now.
Okay. Where's my agility?
Anybody that's going that way.
What is that? Oh,
22.
did I just crit? I just critted. 6
Nice.
and 6. Nice.
Perfect. 22.
22.
Wow.
20 with hope.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
with fear. Sorry.
well, I'm full anyway.
I keep forgetting to use my hope
forgot to
tokens
announce
instead
it.
of marking it. I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Take your little hope token.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. You all make your way down there. Is there anything that you need to narrate on that fear for you?
She's just a cat, water.
Water.
She's
Doesn't like the water. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You make your way down and you see like a dimly lit passageway going in the direction of the keep, and you, with your tracking sense, know that this is the way to get into the back to the inside of the keep.
Do I get a sense, like, is that the only direction we can go? Like, my most direct path is figuring out how to open the gate for our friends out front,
This is the most direct way to go into the inside of the keep.
which is where I'd need to do that. Okay.
You would be inside of the building.
Yeah. All right.
You wouldn't be in the Bailey.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. I think this is probably our best way in if we're going to let everybody else in. But if there's 6 of them in there, that's 3 each, right?
Well,
do you-
let's
what do you
just
guys
go
do?
in. Let's just go.
At the front
That's
door,
right.
negotiating
it's
our
a
way
door.
in.
at the front door negotiating our way in.
You knock on the front door.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, somebody eventually kind of comes out. The fuck do you want?
I will new recruits.
What?
Yeah. No, I've got the big one here, and I'm Sammy. We heard you needed a little bit of bolstering and power.
How come you didn't arrive by boat?
Oh, we did. We came in earlier today, and we took a lay of the land.
Just closes the little hatch and goes away.
And so I have advantage on rolls negotiating with criminals.
Okay, love that.
To detect lies and to find safe places.
DC 10.
All right.
He opens up DC 6.
How does advantage work? Sorry.
Put a D6
Oh,
into
yeah,
it.
right.
Yeah, so he kind of comes back and he's like, just give me a bloody second.
It's 12 with fear.
Perfect, you succeed. Why is the fear?
He's shitting himself.
It's like, I can't believe I'm doing
never
this.
lied before.
What am I doing here? This is completely out of my element.
He's making it up as he goes.
This doesn't seem right, but you fuck around, the lads will fucking kill you all.
Oh, of course.
He doesn't seem confident when he says that. He opens the door.
Yeah. Come on, Ty.
The Ty ducks his way through.
Right, well, anyway, get this way.
Yeah.
You go through here. And he's just pointing and pointing and pointing.
Yeah, totally.
And immediately trying to gauge numbers of people inside the keep.
You see nobody around.
Just this guy?
Just on this level, you see nobody around.
Hey, Ty.
Yeah. Ty's gonna.
Do you make that motion at him? You kind of did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I spend a fear,
There you go.
and I
Just getting this going.
I turn on my heels, and right away I fucking know there's something up, and I do yell before I attack you because I know you're about to attack me.
Ooh.
16 to hit. Your evasion.
My evasion's 11.
11. Okay, perfect.
First damage roll.
Yeah, first damage
Or
roll.
attack roll, I guess.
Yeah. Ooh, and it's a good one. It's 9. So where does that land in your thresholds?
It lands at major damage.
Okay, so you're going to mark that many hit points. It'll tell you underneath that major damage. Or you can use an armor slot to knock it down to minor damage.
Gonna knock it down to minor damage.
Okay. Oh, sorry, and no, that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're good. I attacked you.
And I'm going to use my inspirational words. It's barely a scratch. And I'm going to reduce that hit points.
Nice.
So you take no damage on that.
Love it.
It's fine. He didn't even nick you. Look how big you are. All that dancing has got you swole.
So sorry. So my minor damage is 7, and then you said it was 9, and then I kind of crossed out a little shield.
To take it to minor.
To make
Yeah,
it
so
to
that
minor.
uses one of your 3 shields of your 3 armors. So you used one of them,
Okay.
and that knocks it down to the next level down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you only mark 1 hit point, but then he took that hit
Yeah,
point
so
away.
you actually
Okay,
take no
got
damage.
it,
Yeah,
got
you're
it,
good.
got it,
Yeah.
got it, got it.
What are you guys doing?
We're still talking. We're still talking at the back door.
Yeah.
No, we're inside.
We went
inside,
inside.
Working your way
Okay,
through.
We opened the door. Okay, great.
Can I swing my warhammer at
You
this guy?
absolutely can.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Roll 2d12s.
So with fear, I've got 8 and 3. That's 11.
11 misses, and because you used fear, he strikes right back at you.
Hang on, 11 plus
Oh.
3. Because I get D12, so plus it says plus 3, so that's 11, 14.
14 does hit, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. So roll for damage.
and my damage is a D12.
Okay.
Does it matter? Oh, here, this is
Yeah.
my damage. So I got 1 on the dice.
So I take 1.
Oh, that's no. Sorry. I got that all wrong. So I would have missed. So hang on, damage dice type. So it would have only have been 11. So I would have missed him.
Oh, okay. You missed.
Right. Yeah, because I added
And you
the
rolled
plus
with
3.
you rolled with fear. Okay,
Yeah.
so he instantly just takes a swipe back at
Okay.
you,
Yep.
and he gets a 14 to hit.
So my evasion is 11.
Yep. And it's going to be a 4 points of damage. That's your minor.
That's my minor damage.
So you take a hit point.
Sora will go in, make an attack. Oof. Gets a 10 with hope to attack.
Nice.
To hit, sorry.
10 to hit does
Yeah.
not hit, but
Yeah.
you rolled with hope, so it's still you guys. The spotlight is on you two still.
Swing again, my boy.
So he's going to throw his Warhammer. So that is 11 again.
Misses. Did you roll with hope or fear?
It was 11 with fear.
Okay, I hit back at you. Ooh, and I miss.
So can I swing at him if he misses?
Yep.
So again, 2d12. Come on, there's a 12 on the dice with hope.
Nice.
So that is
You hit.
18.
Nice. You
No,
hit.
no, sorry, that is 9, 21.
20. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You hit. Yeah, roll damage.
2 damage.
Okay, takes one. He takes one. hit
Sorry,
point.
5 damage.
Okay. And what did you? And you rolled with hope, hope or fear?
Hope.
Yeah. Okay.
Do
Perfect.
I get another hope? Put one of these
yeah.
up. Yeah.
As soon as you roll with
Okay,
hope, you get
cool.
a hope.
Okay.
And
I'm going to try and use Enrapture and keep their attention on me to give advantage for
sure.
the next attack.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So then it is a 11 for like the spell casting modifier to hit them. I have to cast a spell.
Yeah. Then my difficulty is 12, so I don't really know how that.
It doesn't work on them, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. And did you roll with hope or fear?
Hope.
Hope. Okay. Perfect. The spotlight's still on you guys.
Yep.
And so am I rolling with advantage at this point or no?
No,
it
didn't work.
didn't work
Okay.
out. Yeah.
It's fine. So with fear, it's 15.
Okay, that hits. Now roll for damage.
10, 13 on the dice.
13. Okay. Yeah. He's not looking so good. And did you roll with hope or fear?
With fear.
Okay. And he strikes back. Now he's going to strike at you because he's kind of realized that you're
Here.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like laser focused for a second.
Yeah.
And he remembered that you were here. And he misses. It's a 5.
Yep.
Oh, that wasn't great remembering.
Not really. I get a 12 with hope to attack him.
You hit
again.
him.
Perfect.
Got 1 hit point left.
I do 4 points of damage as I stab him with my rapier.
Absolutely. How does that look?
I think it's just like a poke right through the chest.
Nice. Just a simple.
Just a simple boop. Yeah, it's been waiting the whole time.
Perfect. He clutches his chest, hits the ground, and he's down. What are you guys doing?
So we've entered the building. Yeah, we've opened the door. What do we see?
Well, we
around
went.
back.
So yeah, you walked
inside.
you walked up through this cavern, like this little cavernous area, and you are in a kitchen.
Anyone in the kitchen?
No. It's dead quiet.
Melena's going to go up to the door, whichever nearest door, and she's going to listen, see if she can hear anyone on the other side.
You hear nobody.
All right.
I say we push forward.
Yeah. Sounds good. She's just going to push through that one and
Yeah.
keep moving through until they find someone.
Yeah, you push through the kitchen and you kind of like end up in a corridor that leads down for about 20 feet, and then you end up in a like kind of the lobby, I guess, like a big open lobby, and you see these big double doors at the front with glass in them, and you do see your friend, Ty, just kind of moving around out there. You don't see anybody in this building.
What if we hold up in the kitchen, get everyone in, we hold up in the kitchen, ring the dinner bell, and just pick them off one by one?
I like that.
Who's coming to the kitchen when there's a dinner bell? Usually,
Someone trying to figure out who the hell's ringing the dinner bell.
Dinner bell. We're not calling them for dinner. We're just trying to.
I
we
was
could
hungry.
Smash a plate if you'd rather.
All right. I mean that makes sense. It's a good idea. Yeah.
You
I'll
hear
go
somebody.
open the
You hear
door.
somebody calling from upstairs. Time to change shift.
All right. Millie's going to go open the door quicker, and she's going to wave in the party. She's going to wave in.
These two.
Yeah, the other two. Sorrel
Yeah.
and
It's sort of
Ty.
like, bring the body.
He'll have the body and he'll be like
Yeah,
searching
you could
it for
easily.
He's looking for keys. He's looking for keys and gold.
You find like a few gold. Yeah,
Perfect. He
You don't-
pockets a couple of
yeah,
gold.
you don't find any keys or anything like
No
that.
key. Okay,
Yeah.
well, whatever. Okay.
And as they get there, she'll sort of explain. They just called for a watch change. I think maybe we go to the kitchen and ring a dinner bell, and we just pick them off one by one as they come in. There's only the one door.
Sounds perfect.
Can I throw in the guy? Can I throw in the dead guy for change of shift?
Yeah, sure.
You do like weekend at Bernie's.
I think you just launch it at the guy. Just see if you can hit him with the guy.
Oh, I thought you meant like
You were practicing with me earlier, so yeah, this will be fine.
Millie's she's gonna get onto the tallest pantry shelf, whatever's gonna hold her.
Sure.
And she's gonna pull her short bow off.
Nice.
Is there an actual door, would you say, in the kitchen, or just a doorway?
It's a door.
Or like those double swingy.
Yeah. It would be like the saloon door kind of stuff.
French doors.
Yeah.
Is there a dinner bell, like a triangle for dinner ringing?
No, but there's pots and pans.
Good enough. Millie will reach down from to the hook and pull up some pots and pans.
Vane will grab a glass of water and fill it up and put it like precariously half hanging over the edge and just point to Millie and go.
Her eyes twitching and she flips him off, but the moment he's not looking, she's definitely like trying to get to it with her tail or her foot.
With the pots and pans, give me a presence check. So you're gonna be roll. Sorry. Yeah.
Just hitting them together as loud as possible.
DC 10. Super easy.
Presence. That's gonna. Oh, it's a crit! I'm so good at hitting pots together.
There,
What polyrhythm is that?
You are making a lot of noise, and as you're making that noise, your tail also hits the glass by mistake and there's a big smash, and you just hear like, "The fuck is going on down there?"
Millie like winks
footsteps.
down at Millie winks down at Vane. She's so excited.
Three sets of footsteps come running down these stairs, and I think maybe as if you like kind of like did like a like kind of like push the door open a little bit to see them, you see just three dudes coming down.
Dudes.
Yeah, one of them is a ribbit.
Oh, she's gonna wait until she's got her eye on one of them, and she is going to she's gonna attack.
You'd have to open the doors. To do
she's
that.
gonna wait till they come through. Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't really come through the doors. They're just in the lobby looking around right now. So do you want to swing
still
open the door?
going with those pots and pans.
Oh, okay.
She critted. She's not finished.
Yeah, no, they come running into this kitchen like the fuck is going on?
Butte.
Yeah, roll to attack. You got the surprise on. You got the jump on them.
I'm gonna spend a hope.
Sure.
And do my ranger's focus.
Okay.
So I make an attack against a target.
Okay, roll me 2 d12s.
That's going to be an 18, 21.
Absolutely hits.
With fear.
Ooh.
First one I would say maybe comes through and has sort of like a shock of black hair, and for half a moment he looks familiar.
Okay.
Then he's not though.
Right.
And then so she hits then, you said? Okay.
Yeah, roll for damage.
That's gonna be a 6 plus 3 is 9. And also he is now the target of my focus.
Okay.
So until this feature ends or I make a different creature my focus, I gain the following benefits. I know precisely what direction this person is in at all times. When I deal damage to them, they must mark a stress. And when I fail an attack against them, I can choose to end my ranger's focus feature to re-roll my duality dice.
Okay, but you rolled with fear.
I did roll with fear, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. Yeah, you hit him. You cause major damage to him,
Cool. And then he marks a stress.
and he is marked as stressed. Yes.
Wonderful.
So as they're coming through the door, I've got this body on me. Can I just like yell shift change and throw the body at the three of them?
You can, but she rolled with fear, so I got
Okay, I'm just
but you
asking.
would be able to.
Yeah,
yes.
cool. Just checking.
So he just replies by running towards you, and he's just going to take a swipe at you.
What was he swiping with?
He's got a little sword.
He's
a
got a
little
swiper.
sword? Is it? I'm up high, like a little cat.
He's a ribbit.
Just checking.
He's a ribbit.
Oh, he's a ribbit. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. He could jump up. 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
You can take 5.
5. Okay.
So whatever that is in your damage.
Oh, it's this one. So that's 1.
minor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whew. I was like, whoa.
People do die here.
Yeah.
Sorrel's gonna sort of rally everybody with his special class feature.
Well, I'm going to spend, before that happens, I'm going to spend
Okay.
another fear. Sorry.
Yep.
Because it was like, the spotlight has not gone back to you yet. So he spends another fear, and I think I'm going to spotlight one of the other guys who comes barreling past him, and it's just like, and he doesn't have any weapons, and he sees you, goes as white as a fucking ghost, and then looks around to see you.
Wait, you have to say who you is.
Oh, sorry.
Ty.
He sees Ty.
You see Ty.
And then he goes straight over, and he sees Lark, and he just runs up to Lark and he punches him in the face.
Not in the face.
16 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a D4, so
All right.
yeah. Just give me a second here. 4.
4, all right.
Oh, yeah,
He takes minor damage.
Is that the general mechanic for improvised weapons? It's just
Yeah,
always
that's what I've what I've seen as far as like an improvised weapon was a D4. So
Sorry, Sorrel's going to shout out. He's like, they'll make really great stories about this. Everybody do really good. He's going to use his rally
I'll put the
ability.
spotlight back on you.
All right, yeah. His rally ability, and that's everybody gets a D6 to add to either an attack, an ability, damage,
Nice.
Oh, wow.
or you can reduce that much stress.
Spotlight is on you.
The body goes flying
Okay.
to whatever. So obviously 2 people have gone by me.
Yeah, they kind of can
Right?
run by you.
So the last person.
You're just gonna fucking cricket bat them with it.
And is that going to be improvised?
No, I mean, like, because it's a body that's pretty weighty. So I would say, like, if anything, like your D12 plus a D4, maybe something like that. Just give it a bit of extra whack.
It's not improvised. He's been practicing on us.
Okay.
Put it in your inventory. Carcass.
Body, yeah.
So, body. So let me see here. With hope, that's 8, and I get a D4 with that as well.
Yeah. No, with your damage.
Could
That's
add
for
the
damage.
D6 that I
Okay,
just
so
gave you, though.
It's not.
He-
Sorry.
you can use the D6 that he just gave.
Yeah,
you.
because he gave you.
cool.
Yeah.
if you need it.
Okay, that works. So 8 as 13.
13 hits.
Perfect.
Now roll for damage and add that D4 as well to your D12.
So D12. So that's 3, and I don't have a D4 on me. Like, anybody got extra? Can I borrow that, Dash? Yours. So 1.
Okay.
So that would be 1, but 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.
Seven?
Oh, no. Sorry. It'll be 4 because I don't get for my hammer.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
No, that's
Four,
okay.
four,
That's
four,
okay.
four,
Yeah,
four.
yeah, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's everybody else doing?
Lark's stumbling backwards now with
Just got
a
punched in the fucking face.
bit of a bloody nose, and he's like, "Ow, that wasn't very nice. I'm gonna have to show you a thing or two about that."
Shut your fucking mouth.
And he like reaches up his hand and like with his one other hand like holds over his chest, and the rune in his hand starts to glow, and
Yeah.
his whole hand turns into like this bear claw temporarily,
yeah.
and just fucking rakes the guy across the face back, just like.
Nice. Okay. Roll to attack.
It is for the attack. It is I roll to see if I hit him first, right? With
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
D12s,
Yeah.
right? That's my instinct. So that's 13, 14, 15.
15 hits.
And then it's a
Roll for your damage,
D10 of magic. 2.
2. Okay.
Take that.
Yeah. He stumbles back a little bit. What's everybody else doing? Oh, did you roll with hope or fear?
Fear.
Okay. He stumbles back and he grabs a pan off the side of a table and just swipes right back at you.
I hate pens.
He misses wildly.
Oh, thank God.
Kind of spin. He kind of like does like the, when you like put all your effort into it and he just spins around and now he's kind of facing back towards you with the other guy.
Nice.
Phenomenal. And I think with that, Melaine is going to go ahead and fire again
you're
straight at him.
spotlighted. Yeah, I love it. Are you firing at him or the one that came you first hit?
I've lost track of them. So the one,
yeah.
which is the one spinning?
Spinning was one that went for him. He went past you. But the one you first hit is just kind of stood in front of you.
He's the ribbit.
The ribbit. Yeah.
Frogman. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and hit Frogman. That's going to be a...
Don't let him croak.
trying to find the dot on that one.
meow.
6 and an 8, which is a 14.
Absolutely hits.
Phenomenal.
Roll for damage.
That's a 6 plus 3 is 9. and then they mark a stress.
He's down.
Boom.
It just this bolt just goes through his like soft froggy body and just pins him to the fucking ground. He's dead.
Moist.
You got him like kind of through the throat.
Her tail is twitching.
Yeah, he had a frog in his.
Hey, so
boy.
as the whole fight was starting,
That could have such a different connotation for them.
Vane would have taken position kind of by the door and drawn his broadsword.
Love it.
Which, whatever. I won't deal with it now. Yeah, he just draws his broadsword and is on standby, waiting for someone to come through that somebody else isn't hitting. And as soon as he sees them,
nobody else comes through.
No, it's just these three.
Just these three.
Okay, then he'll try to save. He'll try to help the guy that's attacked the Lark.
Okay.
Okay. I rolled a 9.
9 misses.
I rolled. Oh wait.
And you
Let's
you plus.
use that guy. Huh?
Don't you
Plus
have
your modifier.
Plus my modifier.
like your weapons modifier? Isn't there like a plus?
No. Where?
What are you hitting with?
Be plus
My
fit.
broad
Your primary?
Physical.
This one? So agility.
Oh, that's what that says. Okay, well that's 10, and then I'm gonna roll my d6 that, and then that's another 6, and that's 16.
Hits.
Okay, good. That's
Yeah.
better. That was more exciting. So then I'm gonna hit him with a D8.
Oh. He hate.
Is a 7, but I have a thing.
Okay.
Because I belong to the Executioner's Guild. My first strike, if it's successful, it's double damage.
Oh, nice.
Holy shit.
So I don't know if that means that the roll is the same and then you just double the damage that they get, or
Yeah, I would just double the damage that you rolled.
That's
yeah.
what it sounds
So
right.
what would that be?
So
then?
I rolled a 7. I've got no modifier on that
14?
sword, so it's just a 7.
Oh, it's just a 7?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He goes down.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah.
That was easy.
Some of these are just minions. They call them minions, right? So
Right.
they're pretty weak. So there's just one guy left in this room with all of you now.
Vane would use his foot to like.
Oh, and did you roll Hope of Fear?
It was a 6 and a 3. A 6. It was a fear.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get a fear, and I use it to I strike right back at you. Actually no, because he's gone down, so that's gone down. So the what next person was
That Lark and I. Oh, wait, no,
No, the
you were
one that you
attacking the
hit.
Lark was.
yeah. So he's actually out in the more of the lobby now because you smashed him that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's just going to come running back into the room, but he does yell as he's running back into the room. You can't quite make out what he says. He's 15 to hit,
15 hits.
and it's going to be 9.
Okay, so that puts me into major damage,
Major damage.
and then I can take it down with a shield. Is that right?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's right. You can take minor, so you can take 1 point instead.
Yep. And then Ty's gonna say, "What did you say?" And then he's gonna swing back at him with his warhammer.
absolutely.
Is that cool? I'm
Yeah, yeah.
do that. I can do that.
No, you can do that. Yeah,
All right.
there is no initiative.
So I got a crit.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
But okay, so but it's a pair of 3s. Is that doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter.
No,
it's a
no,
crit.
just
Okay,
match.
I'll take
Crit.
a crit, and then so I roll.
So maximum damage on. So you get like max.
So I get 12 because a D12.
Okay.
And then you roll for the extra damage.
Yeah. So you get a 12, and then whatever you roll on top of that.
I can re-roll. It says here, Call of the Slayer. Oh no, that's not it.
And you get a hope as well, by the way,
Oh, I got hope too.
And you reduce the stress.
if you had one.
And I got reduced. Well, I got.
You probably
hope.
didn't.
That's all my hope
Don't worry
is
about
up
that.
here.
Just
Okay, so I can get rid of a stress. So I
if
get rid
you
of-
had one.
I did, or a hit point. And then it says here, not good enough. When you roll your damage dice, you can re-roll any 1s or 2s.
Okay.
And I rolled a 1.
Okay.
So I can re-roll that.
Do it.
Do I have to use my hope to do that? No, I can
It
just
would-
do
it would
that.
If
have
it
to
says
say-
if it
it
says
would
you have
say-
to, yeah.
Doesn't say that. There's another 1, so I can just keep re-rolling
Yeah.
until I get it. There's a 2.
Keep going.
It's a good
Another
dice.
2.
Wow. I feel
Another
like
2.
No way.
A 6.
Hey, okay, that's
Plus 3, so that'll be 9.
yeah. Okay, cool. That one's down too.
Okay. There we go.
So you guys are essentially out of combat for the moment. What are you doing?
Well, maybe we should have kept him alive. We can ask him how many more people were here.
Well, let's just go look.
Yeah.
Well, we could just. I'm good at looking. And he opens his third eye.
Was it closed the whole time?
It's still so puffy.
He doesn't want to get poked in that
Lark
eye.
is going to quickly steal the gold off of them.
Yeah, sure. You get a little handful of gold.
Sweet.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing?
Oh, let's go through this door.
Melena's going to quickly dig through for any like orders, anything like that, any paperwork on them, anything.
Nothing that's like of any sense to you, kind of thing.
Okay. She gathers up anything just in case anyway, but then
Yeah.
Is there any food in here?
There's loads of food, but as you kind of like pop your head back in the lobby, you realize this place has been stripped bare.
Vane's gonna. You said there was a staircase like right there, right? Vane's gonna just kind of like half go up the stairs and sort of listen to see if he's hearing anybody else upstairs.
Cool. So as you hit that staircase, whoever that last person was shouting for starts coming down that staircase, and you're faced with essentially a cave ogre comes running down there. Where's the lads? And he just kind of runs right at you, and he's going to attack. He's just going to fucking punch you right in the head.
maybe.
He's actually not. He got a 6. He kind of like, he looks like he's just woken up maybe. He's naked still.
Whoa.
And he comes running, he just comes running at you, and he swings himself off the side of the banister and is now prone.
Melena's gonna take a shot at him.
Please do.
And use her Ranger's Focus again.
Love it.
That is going to be a 15 to hit.
A 15 does hit.
Perfect. 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I use the inspiration for damage or just for hit? Yeah.
Can you?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
11 points, and they take a point of stress.
Oh, nice. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So he's got a point of stress, and he is, okay. Perfect.
Phenomenal.
So-
And did you roll with Hope or Fear?
With fear.
Okay. He quickly gets back up onto his feet, and he uses his a Hail of Boulders action. He marks another stress, and he just grabs a heavy bench that is right next to him, and he hails it right at you for 1d10.
Okay.
And we'll see how that goes. Not that great. 8 points of damage to you.
Does it need to roll to hit?
Sorry?
Does it roll to hit or my
Yeah.
evasion?
Yeah, I got 17.
Oh, 70. Okay. Yeah.
And then, no, that's no worries. And, 8 points.
Sorrel will be like, it doesn't look that bad. And he's going to use his last inspirational words to knock one of the hit points off of Melina.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's a good move.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And
Okay.
so I'm just wondering, I have what I call the tree hugger,
Okay.
and I'm just wondering if I can grapple this guy.
Yeah, you can try.
Okay.
The DC's 13.
Can I do something I know we're not moving so much in initiative, but maybe Lark sees Ty do this, and I want to try casting my spell Entangle to sort of help him. I imagine I can entangle him, and then you're gonna grapple
Like
him.
a tag team?
This is a tag team.
Tag team.
Tag team.
Do the
Back
tag
in.
team.
All right, let's do it.
But tag teams for damage, so there's gonna have to be a reason this damages him. So maybe it trips him over.
It does damage him. It's a vicious entangle, and it'll do 1d8 plus 1 physical.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
So both of you roll 2d12.
Okay. I don't know how the tag team works. So I'll roll, and then is it attack?
And explain to me how it works, how you do it together.
This dice
Okay.
that
So
Sean gave me 9, 10, 11.
What did you get?
what I got with hope, I've got 11 on my dice, and then with my fear, I've got 2. So that would be 13, and then add 2 to strength would be 15.
Do you hit with fear?
Okay, so I've got him
Okay.
grappled, tree hug grappled.
Right. So roll for damage. So you're gonna have to roll for damage in some sort. So you damage him essentially when you grapple him. That's how it would work in a tag team.
Okay, and so
What did you roll?
13 with fear.
Yeah. So you would choose his then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got the higher.
And
Yeah.
then what do I roll for
I would just do
Damage.
You just regular damage is fine. We're just getting through it.
with D12?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
And then
would
you roll
also-
for damage as well, Kevin.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think
You
it-
both succeed
It's
on
a
a tag
1d8.
team. Yeah.
So that's not 9.
So you add your damage together.
5 for me, physical damage as the entanglement
14.
grabs him.
Okay, 14.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Sure. You fucking damage him, but you rolled with fear, so he.
He's because of the entanglement, he's temporarily restrained.
Oh.
I rolled with my hope was.
Oh, your hope
the
was
11.
higher.
Yeah. It was,
Okay.
Hope
okay.
was 11,
Perfect. He's down. He's entangled. He's
grappled.
grappled. He
Okay.
can't do a single thing.
I'm just gonna hold him here until somebody else does. And Ty will just yell out, and he goes like, "Just finish this guy off," and he'll just hold him until he's either. dead or not.
Vane will just walk up and pull out his gambit, the dagger with the finger hole on it, and just boom, into his neck.
Okay. Roll
Maybe.
for attack with advantage, I guess.
And then Ty, while that's happening, Ty will be like, "So how many other people are here? What do we need to know about this castle?"
Are you saying this to the ogre?
Yeah.
Fuck off, you fucking piece of shit. Fuck you.
You're gonna die. You better
There's nobody here.
Vane stops the dagger's like an inch, and he's like, "What?"
Everybody's already left, you fucking idiots.
Where did they go to?
Back to a fucking hideout. Fuck off.
Where to the hideout? Where's the hideout? Stick that dagger in there. Kind of make it work.
Well,
not
maybe.
too much.
I rolled 14. Yeah.
Not too much.
Yeah, that hurts.
Come on.
And it was
Roll
with,
damage.
It was with hope, so I skipped
Yep.
my hope up.
You guys keep going. Hope the spotlight is still on you after he does that.
damage.
Let's go.
Okay.
My
Spit
damage
it out.
is 1. Oh, I get to re-roll because I have that same thing that he has, and I rolled a 2, and I rolled a 4, and I get a +1, so 5 damage.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Come on,
Sorrow
big boy.
crits.
Oh, yeah.
And that is 16 damage.
You absolutely. He is now dead.
Poop.
Yes.
Does the exact same thing. Just
And again, like as you were in here, you like kind of notice that this place is stripped. There's nothing left in here.
You said a hideout, right? You mentioned a hideout?
He's gonna start shaking him. Tell us about the hideout.
Millie's checking its pockets if it has any.
Yeah, you actually do find some orders. It's just like
Is there a map?
Where in his bum he was naked.
I was gonna say he's naked.
oh yeah, right, yeah. No, you don't find anything.
pulls a little map out of his butt.
why are you checking his bum?
Gross.
It's a cat thing.
That's true.
Yeah, no, you sorry,
We'll sniff him.
you don't find anything. But there's nothing here. Whoever was here, other than the 2 people that left earlier, they're gone. It's done.
All right.
well, job well done. We did it. We cleared all the bandits out.
Well, I
Okay,
think
let's go
there's
get
one
paid.
last bandit to deal with, though. That freaking mayor.
Well, there's also the 2 that left.
Yeah, well, we'll take him out on their way back
and
through.
he also just mentioned a hideout.
Well, yeah, we got to figure that out, too. But right now, we've got to deal with that mayor in town here. They're gone. They've cleared this place out. They're not coming back.
We'll leave the bodies as a sort of warning, and then they'll just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys want to head back to the town?
Well, I mean, we feel we should do a quick top to tail of this place,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Quick
Yeah.
peek.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing of any
she looks out
use.
for those orders that weren't between his cheeks.
Yeah, you find stuff that's just it. There's a hideout marked. It's not even close to Galdur.
Okay.
There's just like there's lots of little islands around. There's a map you find, but it's just a crude map that just kind of shows a direction to sail in, essentially.
Well, we always have this if we want to follow it up on a place that might have a bunch of treasure.
So we're just gonna go kill the mayor then? Sorry,
Yeah.
the mayor.
Thank
I mean,
you.
I feel like maybe we leave it up to the village, but I feel like we
He's gonna be so
expose
drunk
everything
for a while.
he's said, and
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
toodle pip.
we go back, shank a couple of bandits on their way through.
Yeah, you as you go back, you actually because you guys were kind of swift as you were coming through here. You do eventually catch up with the bands just as they're making it town. They're already kind of causing some trouble. You walk up behind them. They have no idea. These are minions. You just fucking
Choke them out with our thighs.
You choke them out with your thighs. One of them
In
smiles.
slow motion.
So Lark
You
got.
hear one of them. You hear them go.
Meow. What's weird is like one just like waits his turn.
And that one was me. I guess I'm both of them technically. Yeah. So yeah, you have no problem taking care of them, and yeah, you are done what you needed to do essentially. And if you want to go and speak to the mayor, you're totally allowed to.
I really feel like we need to just get rid of this mayor, even if it's
Well-
just through like a montage.
And like that guy has to pay us still, right?
Well, yeah, he needs to pay us, and then we need to fuck him up. But I don't know what he's going to pay us with.
No, Frankie?
Oh,
We're
Frankie.
gonna fuck up Frankie?
Right. No, we're not going to fuck
And-
up Frankie. That would be unfair.
You can if you want.
feel his wife already does that.
Frankie kind of actually walks up to you at this point and says, what? Did you do it? Did you get rid of them?
done.
Oh, yeah, they're all done. Yeah.
Well,
I hardly broke
yeah.
a sweat.
Oh, wow, you really are good.
Well,
it was
yeah.
all him.
Yeah, it was this one right here. You can
It was
look
just
at
like-
his muscles.
Yeah,
That's
Turned
true.
into a grizzly
tell
bear in
word
the middle of
of
the
us,
kitchen.
him.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I
guy.
did do the bear swiping thing.
Oh
I
my
snuck
God,
in
Lurk,
around
you're
the back.
amazing.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Tell your friends.
I mean, I don't really have any, but yeah, okay, I will. Yeah.
Do you got any gold?
No, mate. I can give you some sheepskins or like some turnips.
So there's no pay for this job?
With the mayor, all the gold that's in the mayor's place. Did you take some of that?
Oh. Nah, I didn't really want
Yeah.
I didn't want like
that's
a
all
statue.
right.
I just want like
Yeah.
some coin.
Where's the mayor's place? Where is that? The place that we just
That's the
left?
place
That's the place we just
left.
came from.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
that's-
nothing
that's
in
where
there
we-
anymore.
Hey,
yeah.
do you want me
There's
to...
nothing in there.
No, it's
Oh, it's
empty.
empty.
There's nothing.
Oh, yeah,
It's
nothing.
empty.
Yeah, they got cleared
Look like
out.
a-
Yeah.
Well, they got.
Look like-
They
Well,
do
dead
have some
bodies.
pots and
There's a
pans.
So
bunch
there's some
dead-
bodies there now.
They
Yeah.
weren't
Dead
trying to
bodies.
take over the village then.
No,
No,
they
they
just
were
trying
just-
to.
Oh yeah,
steal
the
everything.
mayor
peons.
did a deal with them
Yeah.
for
Oh,
gold and riches and
right.
stuff. Yeah, we found that out a little while
the
ago.
mayor sold you all out.
Yeah.
Oh my God! What the? Oh my! And he goes off to tell his wife.
All right, time for a good old
Hey,
usurping.
Hey, if you
I
want,
feel like we need
I'll
to
kill
go
her
tell
if you
the.
want.
I feel like we need to go tell Aubrey.
Yeah, sure.
The
Yeah,
dish-
you had
the
you,
dishcloth lady.
Yeah,
Aubrey Washcloth.
Washcloth. You head back to the salty farmer, and she's still there. It's still late, but she's just closing up.
Is the mayor still drunk there?
He's gone.
Aubrey, I just thought we'd let you know that.
Hi.
Hi. You have such a.
I will just leave you alone for this. I'll be
You
in
have
the
such a
background.
tone.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
You.
She's just polishing her jugs.
Start sweating a little bit.
dribbling there, Lark.
I just wanted to let you know that the bandits are gone, and but I also want you to know your mayor. He sold y'all out. He was sold out the village for riches. He was going to make a deal with them for more money, but they've cleared him out. So you might want to take that warhammer down one last time for that mayor.
I'll kill him for 50 gold.
I don't know what to say. I think we've got some shuffling around to do here, and thank you guys so much.
Of course.
And she doesn't have much, but she kind of offers you guys all like a few gold each.
I'm not worried. You can keep it.
Like a handful?
Well, I'll take hers.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll take yours.
I think maybe you guys would have more use for this. And she grabs and passes the warhammer to you.
Wow, I'm no good with warhammers, and so she'll pass it over to Ty.
Yeah, you
Ty
want
would-
to take it?
Yeah, Ty would.
Okay.
He would take the warhammer.
Just take care of it. It's nothing special, but it does the trick.
Well, I wouldn't dislike it, but so if it's nothing special, why don't you keep it and protect yourself? I don't know.
Do you want to just throw it in the ocean?
Maybe
Throw it
give
on
her
his back.
your old warhammer.
Yeah, that would be. I would feel much better if you had my old warhammer. Unless you
okay.
got two, I don't know. 'Cause what do you do with two? And then he starts swinging both
She
of
just
them.
puts the other one back up, like the new one back onto the wall, and she's like,
That blood's fresher.
yeah,
That's true.
Yes, I can
That's
see
true.
that.
And it's orc blood.
Well, thank you. Okay.
Cool. Good talk.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, good luck now.
Spread the word.
As the days go on,
Well, how many days?
she kind of she takes your word to heart, and she starts maybe thinking about like maybe
Mayor Washcloth.
she might want to run this town.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Clean the streets. Mayor Washcloth.
You guys head back to Galdur, feeling like you wasted your time. This really wasn't much benefit to going here at all. You certainly didn't get paid, and now you're even more hungrier maybe for work than you were before. And yeah, do you guys stick together and spend some time and working together past this, do you think?
No.
Okay.
no.
Okay. And now it's a one shot. Cool.
Millie. Oh, go ahead. You
I
said
was
it.
just Vane would just say if you guys need to find me again, just go see Oren at the shop, at the magic shop there.
He knows how to get a hold of me.
Is it a signal in the sky or something?
No.
Just an
it's not.
eyeliner.
It's just.
Can I whistle?
Well, you could just go to the shop.
Well,
What if I
didn't-
whistle?
I didn't know you could whistle. That was impressive.
Will
Yeah.
that get you?
If you had some chapstick, might kind of help you there. Looks a little cracked.
Cracked a whistle?
Anyways.
Well, all right.
Well, goodbye forever, everybody.
Goodbye.
Well,
It was
yeah.
It's
awfully-
been sliced.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't
that
believe
was
we didn't
great,
get
yeah.
paid.
I thought
Although
we were
I-
going to get more gold.
I do need
How
some
am I supposed
money,
to
and
afford
I also
beer?
could actually use a little
So
bit of
hungry.
money.
we could take some of the bigger jobs temporarily.
And we did do a pretty good job of murdering.
There is
everybody.
actually one thing I'd really like to help you with there, Lark.
Oh.
So just try it with me. Okay, ready?
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
don't
don't.
know. Just try saying that every once in a while.
And
And that's where we'll end the